Yeah. Easily Offended Podcast. We are definitely in the building. What up? Episode 53, right?
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Nah, wait.
No,
it's 53?
It's 53, nigga.
It's 53.
You still got the numbers wrong, but we going to talk about that. We going to talk about that.
His math skills
Right.
up.
I just gave up. I tell this nigga every episode what the exact number is. This nigga still put the episode number wrong every time.
It's probably on the website saying what.
Yeah, we didn't just skip the whole up. We didn't skip the whole number. We gonna talk about that another time.
Hey man, how y'all feel today? How y'all feel? We got a special guest in the building today.
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
You know what I'm saying? Destin Legend. You seen him on Comic View. You hear him on GCI in the morning time. He had the radio show with my brother, Real Radio, which was one of my Hood Radio.
Amazing.
Hood motherfucking radio, which was my favorite shit.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? I want to introduce y'all to Leon Rogers, man. What up?
How you feeling, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Listen, Hood Radio was one of the greatest nighttime shows ever. Like for us to come on at the time we used to come on after Tone and Shaq.
Man.
Shout out to Tone and Shaq. Bad Boys used to be on GCI from 6 to 10, so it was a lot of heat. And them slots. Yeah. When we came on from 10 to 2, dog,
lit.
There was nobody. Listen, there was nobody that was messing with me and the heavy hitter, dog. He controlled the music. I controlled the laughs. Shout out to Dante. Shout out to Ozman, who was our boy, who was our producer. Boy, we had. Hey, listen, man, we walked the line a couple of times. I remember we had.
Got to.
I thought the day I thought we was gonna lose our jobs. I really did. I was like, you know how you laugh at something and then when it's over, you sit and look at each other and like, maybe we should have did.
Yeah.
We had a listener call, and it was for Gucci Man. It was going to be at the Joe River Center. It was going to be Gucci.
Joe River Center.
God damn. The Joe River Center.
It was going to be Gucci Man and somebody else. I don't remember that, but that's not the point. We said the first caller to call up and check their man temperature live or get the
check
tickets.
the temperature.
Check the temperature. So her man's joint was the thermometer, and she had to check the temperature. You see where I'm going?
Yeah.
So we had to use code words on the air.
Yeah.
So we didn't think nobody was gonna call. This chick was like, "I want to check my man temperature." He was like, "You know what we talking about?" He was like, he took the phone and he was like, "Yeah, she know what y'all talking about." And she proceeded for like 2.5, 3 minutes to go crazy on dude's junk on the air, like, and put the phone. We was
wow.
And then the next thing you know, she finished them whatever on air. And we gave her the ticket. She was like, "Oh man, we going to see Gucci." She was like, "We going to see Gucci."
That's crazy.
We ran the call because we have to record it.
Yeah.
We ran the call back. After we ran the call back, we laughing. Everybody in the studio going crazy. But then after we ran it back, we was like, probably shouldn't have did that. We just had somebody do a sex act on air.
Oh, damn.
I think the only thing that saved us was the time of night that we did it. It was like 12:30.
Yeah.
So everything after 12 till like 5, 6 in the morning, it don't count. They figure ain't no little kids up.
Ain't nobody listening.
Right,
It's all the
bro, when I tell you,
no holds barred.
we kind of looked at each other. It was uneasy. Like, hey, so how about the Bulls? Niggas scared, G.
Did y'all get called in the office? Like, yo, what was y'all?
Nope. Jay never said anything, but we never did it again neither, though.
Oh yeah. You don't want to take too many chances like that. You know what I'm saying?
That bullet.
Right. Niggas got away with that
I'll
one.
tell you, that was the type of debauchery and foolishness. And we used to end our show by saying "Konnichiwa, bitches."
Wow.
Every night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I used to come up there. I hung out, man. Look.
We had a mixtape. Remember the mixtape first put together? Dog, that show, listen, I'm glad. I was glad.
T-shirts, y'all had the shirts and everything.
We had the Hood Radio Hotties.
Yep.
Remember that, the bi-level, the Hood Radio Hotties.
Yep.
Bi-level.
Shout out, man, come on. That show was
Hey,
lit,
look.
bro.
This
I don't care
man,
what nobody say.
Leon's been around for so long, man. I've been knowing this man since, I want to say, like 98,
So she was
99.
skinny.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that was a long
Since
time
she
ago.
was
Fell off.
Skinny.
Wow.
We used to be skinny. We fell off, man.
Wow.
We all used to be
No,
skinny.
this nigga was skinny as fuck.
Like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
He had
Get
a
to
couple-
making that money, G.
Had a
Man.
couple meals
Right.
since
Ziggy
then.
eating.
Eat steak.
98.
You know what I'm saying? Got that in-house. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yes. You know, when you get that in-house, it's a wrap.
Right.
I had in the house for 22 years. I already know.
Yeah, man. Shit changed.
Yeah, man, that's just so we go back since the Lark days of
The Lark.
Riddles. You know what I'm
Riddles.
saying? Tony Sports, the Lark technique, all those good old days.
That was the
Shout
first time I seen you do stand-up. Was at Riddles.
Shout out to Big Yo, Real
Yes,
Yo.
yep. Ray
Shout out to
Escobar.
all of the fine. I'm going to keep it 100, dog. Can I say this right now?
Go ahead,
and I
go ahead,
told you
say
I
it.
would never say anything controversial that I ain't mean. I ain't really fuck with Ray. Ray hated on me.
Oh shit.
Ray
Yeah.
was a little Hispanic dude.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
He hated on us.
His name was Ray Escobar.
Ray hated on
Ray-
us.
word.
Ray was mad because me and D-Ray used to get free clothes.
Yep.
Lenny loved us.
Yeah.
So he used to stand Lenny in. Why they getting free clothes? Like, I don't see the point of it. And Lenny was like, yo, these my guys. They wear the shit. You know, because we used to get, like, soon as the stuff come in, we could
Yeah.
get whatever.
Yeah.
If they worked there, they had to wait a
Yep.
certain time period. But we could get the clothes whenever. So we was coming
Be
down.
mad as hell.
Get that pelly, son.
The nigga Coogee sweaters, all types
Right.
of shit.
Coogee,
Let me get that NYC up there. That
Right,
whole
right,
joint.
right.
But we wearing the shit on Comic View.
Yep.
We'd wearing it at Riddles, telling
Right.
everybody where to go get
Right,
it from.
like-
And they
Like-
took care of us. Like if you worked at the Lark, you had a list. You had to turn
Come
your
on.
list in
Yeah.
before 3:00 on Sunday if you was going or not. And if you was going, you go. And it was free.
we did the Christmas party.
The Christmas parties. Oh, look. Let me tell you.
Listen.
If we had internet back then,
Oh my God.
the shit that used to go on during the motherfucking show was, I mean, dude, you're talking about the Lark had all the ladies
Bad ones.
everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Lenny made it a point. I remember when we was doing a hiring, Lenny used to be like, we'll do a group interview. It'd be like 30, 40, 50 people. He'll come in and he'll point out to all the ladies. And he was like, hire them, the guys, he dressed good, get him. But it would be majority ladies. He like, because the women are supposed to finna get the guys'
Yeah,
attention.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about some of the most beautifulest women, thick, natural. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Helping
Wasn't
you
no,
out.
wasn't no BBLs back then.
Bro.
And like I
BBL,
say,
just
Big Yo,
BBWs.
Big Yo, Lil Yo, smart as hell,
Yep.
attractive, so he trusted him everything. But I ain't gonna lie, your boy Ray, he used to hate on me.
Yeah.
And I found out,
Oh,
I
shit.
found out, like, Lenny just kept it 100 with it. Ray say I shouldn't give you guys clothes anymore. And I was like, well, why would Ray say that? Well, I don't
You the man.
I don't even know dude.
Right.
I don't even speak to Buddy like that, man.
Niggas just hating. That's all.
Man,
Yeah.
I got so mad. So Lenny eventually kind of like, when he moved dude up to running all his stores, then dude kind of like had the power. So he cut me and did it. I ain't care about that, but it was just like, why you mad that he see two dudes who have a talent that could draw people to his store, which we did.
Yeah, that's promotion.
Cats to come in there and be like, yo, Leon had on this gray. It was like
Yeah,
this.
like literally, they'll come in.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, right here, boom.
Yep. And that's when Michi first got started.
And then Michi was down at
Technique.
Technique.
Yep. He was the manager of
Hey
Technique.
man, listen, bro. Man, this ain't our first rodeo, fam. I tell
Chicago,
everybody.
Chicago's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing, man.
You talking about when the Evergreen Plaza used to be?
Evergreen
Oh my
Plaza,
God.
Wow.
Oh, and we ain't gonna even talk about my days at the Foot Locker when it was on that side of the mall, right across from the Lark.
Yeah.
Stone.
Yeah.
We was over there. Me, Banyan Boy, Willie Wesley. Shout out to
Willie
Willie
Wesley.
Wesley, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga.
One of the illest point guards ever out of Chicago. People forget he went to.
They
I
just-
know.
cold.
I know Willie for other things.
Yeah, I do too. But I'm just saying, in basketball,
Yeah.
that man was super nice.
I swear to God, I didn't know
And
that.
me and Willie was the only two dudes that could go from the top steps to the bottom. No, him and this dude named Vern. We can go from the top steps to the bottom steps in Foot Locker, going downstairs, sliding on the rails, because we used to gank people's sales.
Wow.
You standing in front, and
Wow.
I'm looking at you. A dude come in. I know he want the Jordans. I'm looking at his feet. I'm like, nah, he about a 10 and a half, 11.
Wow.
While you talking to him, I'm down the stairs.
Already
Grab the
got
10
it.
and a half and 11. You come running by. Well, I'll run upstairs. Bro, I got you. I'm going to go right up here to the register. Yeah, that's 10 and a half. You got to try it on. No, I ain't got to try it on. Boom. Out the door, my number on it. You come back upstairs. Hey, where my man go with the Jordan? Man,
Wow.
Hey, that's just
Joe, that's what. Remember when that nigga did that shit and jumped off the chain reaction?
Yes.
This nigga, when the Foot Locker moved up there in the corner, remember the chain reaction used to be right there in the middle where the Santa Claus used to be and
yeah.
shit? Nigga took some Jordans.
Yep.
Jumped off that motherfucking the little railing or
balcony.
whatever. Jumped on the chain reaction. Got up out that bitch.
Yep.
Wow.
And slid right down that roof and ran right out that door.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a lot to do for some motherfucking Jordans. Nigga about to, you know what I'm saying?
Die.
Yeah, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Evergreen Plaza. Just during that time in Chicago back then, a lot of things birthed from the era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had D-Ray. You had Leon. You had Michi. You had deoncole.
deoncole.
You know what I'm saying? All these comedians came through the Lark at some point in time. You had Kanye, GLC,
yeah.
BJ the Chicago Kid.
Yeah.
Fucking Ye.
Really though.
Really though. Yay.
Yeah.
Just a slum out of one little area on 95th and Western.
And then, not to be that guy, but it was the hub for the biggest dope dealers in the city, man.
Oh, absolutely.
day.
Not saying that. Okay, well, let me say this. For the biggest entrepreneurs in the city, because I don't know what they was doing.
Pharmaceutical specialists.
Urban entrepreneurs.
Yeah, you had brothers like Poteet. You had brothers like Bimp. You had Moon.
Yeah.
The BD twins used to slide down through there all the time. And we waited on all of them. Like, that was a thing. So it'd be Kato, Stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be funny to see these guys out now and they'd be like, "What's up, Leon? Man, remember when you used to work at Foot Locker?" Like, hell yeah. And y'all used to make my checks look real good.
Man.
Y'all coming down and be like, "I need 10 pairs of the Barclays
Right.
for my
Barclays,
guys,
wow.
socks."
Yeah.
everything."
Right, yeah.
Dude, niggas
Wow.
used to come in there. Dude,
Yeah.
niggas used to come in
Barclays.
Tony Sports and be like, I want every throwback.
They used
Damn.
to uniform their squad.
Yeah.
The whole
Everybody,
squad. They'll come
yeah.
in there with like 7 dudes.
Wow.
And one dude would buy everybody multiple shits.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody walking out there with 3 or 4 outfits.
Damn.
And
Shoes
then
included.
Then they felt great because my man Brian used to say, "Yeah, give them the T, the players discount." So they used to think they was getting something. That was 10%.
Right.
We was
Right.
knocking
Yeah.
tax off. You done spent
Basically.
$3,000, and so now when they rung it up, it just came out to $3,000. He just took the tax off.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was still commission on my check, but they used to send us home like you get like sales reps would get mad
Yeah.
Yeah.
because certain guys would come in, they only wanted to work.
With the dude.
Yeah.
Hey man, where funny man at? Where my man Leon at?
Gee,
Like
I-
this stuff, what's happening? What you need?
I had
I need 38 packages of socks on my way
Oh,
up back.
38 packages.
38,
God
you know,
damn.
the socks you made more money selling the accessories than you did the shoes.
Yeah.
So like the shoes sell itself.
All right.
Jordan, somebody gonna come in and buy Jordan.
Of course,
But if you could get off a bag of socks, that little cleaner,
Right.
that's why they
shit.
always ask you. You need
The
any cleaner,
cleaner.
you need any shoe protector.
Right.
Them S2s, boy, you get off
Yeah.
on them S2s. So, like, somebody come in and buy 36 bags of socks to send
God
this little
damn.
homies in the joint.
Right. Yeah.
Buy about $1,500.
36. Wow, that's a lot of socks, bro.
I had
Hey, them shits is valuable in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Socks.
and they the good socks. They
Yeah.
the comfortable, they cushion.
Ankle, he buying ankle. And he buying the calf joint.
Right.
Right.
You
The-
fresh in the
Right,
Okay.
the cushion, you know,
You don't
fucking
have the
crew
tube
socks.
with the stripe on them
Yeah,
and shit?
nigga. You know,
The
you know how
socks with the
valuable them
stripes.
shits is inside,
Right.
nigga?
When I was a manager at Journeys in Orland Mall, we had to do that. We had to sell the
Bruh.
socks, and we used to sell the all white socks with the red or
Yes.
blue or yellow stripes at the
Yes,
top
them
part.
tube socks.
Motherfuckers used to buy the hell out them shits, man.
Oh
People
my
don't understand
God.
them days. Look, that
Wow.
was some of the funnest days I had. I think the only reason I quit, I'm glad Foot Locker kind of made me quit.
Yeah.
Because
Damn.
I was training to be a manager the one that had your own store.
Yeah.
But they kept hold, like they wouldn't let us, me and this dude named Banya Boy, they wouldn't let us test out Willie the same way. Willie finally tested out, but I was like, man, I've been working here 3 years is full time and I'm just making y'all money. Like I want to be a manager, get my own store. But if I probably had did that, I wouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
So,
Comedy.
Yeah,
speaking
no,
of
real
that,
shit.
Nice.
you know what I'm saying? When did you get into comedy?
So I got into comedy when I came back home from the military. So my last days at
What branch though?
Fort Sill, Army, U.S. Army.
Okay,
Fort
okay.
Sill, Oklahoma,
Hood?
home of 13 Bravo. Bravo 1st and 30th Field Artillery Battalion, right next to Honeycutt Gym. For anybody out there that think I'm capping. Right next to Honeycutt Gym.
right.
Nigga walk outside, go get buckets, and then hear cannon shooting in the distance. It's all good.
Damn.
Because a lot of people won't want to believe you when they're like, you went to the Army? Yeah,
Hey,
nigga.
man.
Yeah. Fuck, you gotta lie about shit like that.
But you be like, it's a lot of stolen valor out there.
That's
It's a
no,
lot
that's
of
real.
cats
Yeah.
that do that shit, and I just think sometimes people just don't want to believe it because you're a comedian. Like you ain't never, you too silly to be in there.
Yeah.
I was silly in there. Last couple of days, we saw Michael Coyer. Also from Chicago.
Yeah,
Yep.
fucking legend.
Great story.
Yeah.
Taped his special out on Venice Beach. The first person to ever tape their special out on Venice Beach, California. He did it outside.
I want to say that shit was on HBO.
Yeah,
Yeah. I remember
Did
that shit.
outside.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
He was doing the show there, so
Yeah,
we
the
watched the
yellow suit
show.
on, right?
Yup.
Yeah.
He was
In the hat.
We watched the show. He did it at this place called Night Tracks off Cash Road, and I was like, when he came off stage, I was like, man, Mr. Corey, I want to do comedy like you. And Mike, he looked at me and was like, well, motherfucker, don't tell me, go out and do it. But I was like, hey.
Yeah.
Fast forward, man, I come home. I was working for the Board of Education. I was doing computer services because I used to work on the computers, the Tascam computers for field artillery things. So I had learned a little JCL, a little COBOL, all that little dumb shit.
Okay, you was cool.
Yeah, I was nice. It was decent. For back then, that shit now is another level. I wanted to be MSCSE certified and all that, but I never got to that.
Right.
But working, I climbed my way into working for the Board of Education, 111 North Canal, where they processed all of the student loans. OCR.
You pull my papers,
That
nigga.
nigga, if I know
Pull my papers.
what I was doing,
Man.
like if literally
Boy.
I had access to those systems.
Oh,
like when your computer would break down, you would call me. I would have to come up, come in on your login. I could have did anything on people's logins or on the main service.
Bro, you could have saved a generation.
Man, for real.
Or just lock the fuck up.
Or that.
20
Okay.
years.
Well, hey.
You still would have been a hero,
Hood
nigga.
hero,
But
nigga.
shout
You
out-
got the good socks.
Shout out.
Nigga some socks.
Shout out to Miss Sharon Robinson. Miss Sharon Robinson, there's a lady named CC Robinson, man. She used to tell me all the time. And Miss Burns, Myra Burns. They used to be like, why are you working here? Because I used to be joyful and fun-hearted. Why are you working here? And I was like, yeah, why am I working here? It wasn't that I hated the job. I just hated the hours. We was coming in early in the morning. Wasn't leaving until like 6 o'clock in the evening. So when I came in, it was dark. When I left out, it was dark.
Right.
Except maybe in the summertime.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was just like, I ain't happy, man. So I started hitting open mics.
Did.
Just hitting open mics. It's fucking terrible. You know what I'm saying? Which we all are when we first started. But
Indeed.
first open mic I ever did, I brought up my mom and my dad and the little chick I was seeing at the time. And went on stage, dog. You can hear fucking ice melting. It's one of my punchlines. So there, my last joke, my killer, right? I'm going for the, I'm finna hit him. And so I was like, I don't remember what the joke was, but I had some shit like, and then this bitch jumped outside and got hit by a car.
What the hell? They did a Chris Rock smile.
So my father in the audience with my mama, and rest in peace with my dad, no nonsense type nigga, like real talk, cut from the old school.
Right.
Slacks when he get off work reading the paper.
Right.
Slacks
shit.
and a polo on.
Slippers.
Like, nigga, always ready to go outside.
Yes, sir.
I tell this joke, I say, so the bitch run outside, get hit by the car. And this is all I hear. It's pitch black because you can't see the audience. He goes, you mean to tell me I came all the way down here?
You getting a whooping there.
Crowd goes crazy.
Wow.
They think he a plant for me.
On the show.
That's part of the show.
Wow.
And I'm just like, because I say, as soon as I hear that, I say, Dad? And then the crowd goes nuts. I was like, that's my time. But like, I'm defeated.
Wow.
Right,
nigga.
yeah.
So Damon come up on stage. He's like, man, y'all give it up for Leon Rice. They used to call me Calvin. Because I was a little skinny dude. They used to say I was Calvin from the McDonald's.
Calvin got a job.
Oh, shit.
I get off stage. People are leaving. And, you know, comics, you always stand by the front. So as people are going out, so like, oh, no, you was funny. My man in pink sweater, you did your thing. Hey, buddy with the glass, I don't know your name, man, but you funny motherfucker. Hey, look, man. Then they come to me. Hey, look, you know, just a little bit more work. Maybe you can write or something.
Right.
Damn.
So I'm just standing there. So my father the comments come out. Damon Williams, I never forget. Tony Schofield. They was like, hey, listen, you got some funny concepts. You just don't know how to put shit together, and you're not confident. Work on it. You're gonna be all right. My father, no. Don't tell him that. He need to get back on the computers. You good at the computer shit. Get back in the computers. You know, you wear your little suits every day. Now he's saying this
in front of everybody.
I'm in a fucking lobby, fam.
Wow.
Like, can you
You
keep
gonna
that
bust
to
me
yourself,
out.
Dad?
Bruh.
No. You need to hear this.
Wow.
But that was my pops, though, so I ain't think nothing of it. But the car ride home, he's like, yeah. I hope you don't. You ain't gonna make it in that shit. You need to focus on the computers.
Wow.
You cold with them computers, son. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Write some jokes on the computers. Maybe you can put a joke up in the people before you fix that shit.
Right.
Fast forward 2-3 years later, I started hitting my stride.
Nice.
And I think the first time my father just really got converted to become my biggest fan is when I won the Miller Genuine Draft Comedy Search in 2001.
I remember.
Nice.
I remember that
Skyline Theater,
Yeah.
Navy Pier.
Damn.
Killed that shit. And he was like, okay, all right.
Was that name?
He's like, okay,
Nice.
I'm gonna give you props, man. You know, he said, I think I never thought my father was hating on me. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
my best friend. That was my man.
Indeed.
And most young black men can't say that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That was my dog.
Yeah.
But he just didn't want to see me fail. You
Right.
never want to see your kids
course.
fail.
Absolutely.
And if
Absolutely.
you think they finna go down a trail where you like, because mind you, when I was working at the Board of Education, I was making more than him and my mom combined. So
shit.
he looking like, nigga, what the
What
fuck
you
is wrong
doing?
with you?
Right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
You got a job that's paying you $67,000 a year.
Back then,
That's
it was
mo-
that's,
that's
that's some
95,
money.
96.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That's a lot of money.
You like, what the fuck?
Indeed.
I make 40, your mama make 25. Like,
Shit.
the
Right.
fuck?
Yeah.
Nigga, you great. Like, he going off, but I got it. It was, you know, him saying, I don't want you to fail, son.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, we this is literally why I live my life the way I did, so you can be
Right.
great, nigga. I want to be able to sit back and enjoy my grandbabies and know my son out there doing it. But then once he seen that, he was like, hey, you know what? Then my biggest fan, anytime I said I had a show somewhere, he'd immediately go buy like 10 tickets
Wow.
for family members and friends. So I would always
Nice.
have somebody at my show whether I was working at Riddles, TNT Comedy Hook,
Nice.
all jokes aside.
Nice.
That's dope.
He would make sure
Wow.
if no tickets was sold, I know
Yeah,
10
yeah.
was coming from dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so that's why I
Inspiring.
always, you know what I'm saying? That's why I always tell newer comics, keep your job for as long as you can. Because unfortunately, I quit mine to do comedy, but was still spending money like I was getting a check every 2 weeks.
Right, right.
Oh,
So I
shit.
look up one day and, you know, you hit that ATM button and it do that long pause. But then you hear that sound you don't want to hear. You know, you want to hear that.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right.
That's them throwing them dollars out.
Right, right.
That shit go quiet, then it be like.
Is there a receipt coming out?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Hey, and you know
Walk
niggas be
away.
sitting there, they put the card back in, like, hold on, no, this shit can't be right.
Right.
Niggas sitting behind you like, ain't no money in there, nigga,
Right,
move.
nigga.
Right,
And then you
right.
say you don't want to put display, so
Right,
everybody,
right,
Right.
everybody can
Like,
see.
damn,
Right.
You're like, go ahead and print this motherfucker.
Right.
You see, you got $4.80 left. So that, like, I went through them times, and like I said, but I never asked my parents for anything, and I think my father kind of respected that too.
Yeah.
Because I
Indeed.
never asked him for anything. But
Wow.
I mean, you know, it wasn't easy. I always tell young comics, if you got a job, work your job till you literally have to make a decision because your calendar year is booked up. You gone every weekend. You
Right.
gone somewhere during the week. I said, for you to quit your job, you have to be making double than what you're making on your job. So let's just say you make $4,000, right?
Yeah.
I would say, and you got to be making anywhere from 6 to 8 to quit.
Yeah.
Because what you got to understand is this is steady. This is coming every 2 weeks.
Right.
This fluctuates.
Yeah.
You can
Indeed.
get a month where you on fire. You made 10 grand. Next month you make 2.
Yeah.
So you got to learn how to save, and you got to learn how to save money.
And on top of that, nigga, benefits, insurance.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
Don't fuck around and get
sir.
sick in this
Get
bitch.
hurt.
You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
sir.
Yeah, like, so there are people that like perform and are good comics, right? And there's some, like your father said, maybe you should just write jokes. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, so what do you think makes the difference between people being able to actually perform and have that timing and just being able to write and they can never really seem to be able to be like good performers?
Confidence, charisma,
Yeah.
personality. So it's just like I say like this. Doing comedy on the radio is tough. And let me tell you why. Because when you're doing stand-up and
Energy.
you're looking at people,
Get that energy.
you get the automatic
Oh, yeah.
response. You know whether or not the joke worked.
Right.
Because you're looking at the people. On the radio, though, when I throw something out there,
Yeah.
I don't know if you're in your car laughing
Right.
or if you're in your car like this.
This nigga here.
Right, exactly.
Right, right, right.
So So you have to have that confidence in knowing that when I say shit, it's legit. I think that separates writers, even though I'm not saying that writers can't be great on stage performers, because James Hanna is one of the dopest, a Chicago legend, wrote for the Steve Harvey Show. Some would say my man Jeff Foxworthy kind of flipped the "you know you're a redneck," because James Hanna used to do "you know you ghetto."
Yeah.
A lot of people say it's this one and the same, redneck and ghetto. Just saying.
And but Jeff Foxworthy kind of flipped it.
Yeah, and took that shit
And went crazy.
and made a whole career off that shit. Made a whole career off of that.
But
I should've
James Hanna used to do this shit called "You Know You Ghetto."
Wow.
And he used to give examples.
Wow.
And that shit was genius. But James Hanna also had a knack for performing. But you got some guys, they pen just not. It's like a ghostwriter in rap.
Yeah.
I don't have the voice or the charisma to carry bars on like Party Fontaine. Right? Do I want to hear him on a record for 3 minutes? Nah. But do we have bars?
He can rap.
Can he write? And maybe this shit that he writes for Cardi or this shit he writes for Meg hit.
Right.
Queen Bitch. Listen to the reference track when Biggie does it. Shit hard. But Biggie, you writing for a woman, but I'm talking about Biggie doing this shit. And it's if you ever hear the reference track with Biggie go, Peter Piper Petter, my bitch, Biggie Buster, it's like, damn, he wrote this for a female, but he sound great doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this, because I think you kind of answered the question already. I think you think it's better to be funny or to have a routine, because I ran into comics who are funny, but they don't have a routine.
Right. Whew, that's tough. But I think at the end of the day, it comes down to being funny.
Indeed.
Because our job is at the end of the day is to make the fucking crowd laugh. I mean, far as you ain't doing no coonery shit or just typical quote unquote nigga shit.
Yeah.
But if you funny, man, like you can't beat. I tell you, somebody who he has a routine, but for the most part, he just hits you in the mouth so many times, you really don't have a chance to recover. Tony Roberts, to me, is one of the just. Shit's just coming, dog. You're like, you can't, like, you fucking laughing at some shit he said 3 minutes ago, and he's still busting. Right. You got to catch up.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Whereas you got somebody like a Tony Woods or deoncole or Ali Sadiq, where you have, or myself, where you have to sit and listen because I'm painting the picture, taking you on the journey.
Right.
We get a few chuckles here, a few chuckles here. Some people will say, "Oh, he bombing," and I used to think that until you grab that detonator to the part where you want them to go, and they go.
Right.
And then you gotta wait 1-2 minutes for them to calm down to that wave to just hit. Then you start another tsunami. Whereas guys like I say, Tony Roberts, guys like Capone, guys like Mike Epps, they just hit you
keep
in
going.
the mouth, G, and you can't stop it. Where guys like Kevin Hart, he has a routine. I'm not saying Kevin's not funny, but he has a routine. It's a direct. It's boom, 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 boom. He's going. He's leading you somewhere. Like his whole thing when he starts out. See, here's the thing. Raising a family is crazy when you come from a crazy family. Now the tone has been set. This whole thing is going to be about family.
Indeed.
I said, where Mike could be like, yeah, went down to the DMV. Them motherfuckers is little tiny motherfucker there. Look like Cat Williams. Cat Williams crazy in the motherfucker. Ain't Like it's just
going.
But it's the nigga in the barbershop.
Right.
Yeah.
That make everybody laugh.
Yeah.
It ain't really no method to his madness. He just fucking funny. And that's what I mean about either you have it or you don't.
Indeed.
You know, everybody now was like, I want to do comedy. Or everybody want to do a podcast because they might see you guys and be like, oh, they make it look easy. No, nigga, it's work goes into research. It's this, it's that. It's testing the market. What sells? What moves? What mics do I buy? What board do I use? What camera do I get? Yeah. Do I got a nigga that can edit this shit? Right. Like, it's not just get in front of this motherfucker and be like, That's why when people be like, yo, man, I think I can do comedy. Go ahead. I'm not going to tell you no, but you going to see sitting in here talking to my guys, we all know each other.
Right.
You got to take that same story and tell it to a bunch of middle-aged white folks in Iowa. That's how you know you're a comedian.
Okay.
When you can come out your element and make people laugh. If I get people in Des Moines, Iowa, if I can paint the picture about, let's just say, GDs and BDs is all this stuff we know about in Chicago.
Yeah.
So if I start doing some, who want the band man and the GDs roll up on that? Y'all laughing because y'all know.
Right.
How can I go to BYU University, tell that same joke, but get them to understand what it is? That's the difference between somebody who's just funny and somebody who's a comedian.
Wow. Okay.
You know what I mean? But still, at the end of the day, you got to be funny doing it.
Now,
Indeed.
speaking of comedy, because like a lot of comedians, I've heard this from a lot of comedians that they don't really like your great comedians don't have a writer. Like one dude was like, Kevin Hart has a team, and Kevin Hart even shows it that I have a team. He like we about to work on my next special. I got my guys. We in the room and we're coming up with material. Right. They helped me develop the story. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of comedians have voiced it that they didn't like the fact that he does that because that doesn't make him a real comedian.
Well, here's what I'll say to them. I'll say this. Comics gonna get mad at me, but I don't give a fuck.
Shit.
When you got as much on your plate as that dude, you can't sit down and write jokes all the time. Kevin Hart is doing commercials. He's in movie. Ain't none of them comics that say that. I bet you ever have been in a movie where they had to memorize 4 to 5 pages of lines in a script. And that's on the light end. If you got a character that just pop in for a second and gone.
Right.
Think of somebody that the movie's built around.
Right.
You got a whole fucking script you got to study and memorize. Meanwhile, you're trying to run Heartbeat Productions from your trailer while you're doing that. Meanwhile, Bud Light is calling you because you got a commercial to do for them tomorrow. You got to leave this movie set, go tape the Bud Light commercial in Vegas, come back to L.A., work on the set, and then you and your team are planning the 100-city tour.
That's a lot of shit.
It's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Right? So you got comics like Chris Rock, all they focus on is comedy.
I love Chris Rock, man.
Dave Chappelle. He just focuses on comedy. I don't hold it against Kevin. He's got a lot of shit going on. It's tough to write when you ain't got shit going on.
And it's also like, because Eddie Murphy didn't write all the Raw. You know what I'm saying? Paul Mooney used to write for Richard Pryor.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get both of those guys, a lot of shit going on. Eddie Murphy's a fucking rock star.
Right, yeah.
When does he have time to sit down and write 45 minutes of jokes?
Run down the street on
and
fire.
I don't think people understand how much material that is. That you got to have a whole hour, 45 minutes. The motherfuckers laughing. That's a lot of fucking writing, bro.
Well, just ask people how many people can hold a conversation for 45 minutes. Fuck even being funny.
Right.
How many people can talk to you and after 10 minutes you be like, I wish this motherfucker shut up.
Damn.
That's a skill in itself.
Absolutely.
So when you get the Jordan Petersons of the world, or the rest in peace, the Kevin Samuels, to just sit up, and I'm not trying to be funny or nothing. I'm talking
and be interesting and shit.
And be interesting. Les Brown. My man Eric E.T., the hip hop preacher.
Yeah.
But a motherfucker to come in and talk to some motherfuckers for 45 minutes with nothing dealing with being funny, nothing tragic, just giving you information, a TED talk. You got to be skilled to do that. God forbid, be funny for the hour.
Yeah.
Indeed.
3 minutes can go by quick as hell when you great, or you bombing, and motherfucker stretch, nigga. Come on, I need that time. You like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I mean, it's because it be the same shit. Like you mentioned, like the nigga that's funny in the barbershop, always make everybody laugh. But then like you try to actually do an open mic, and it's cool when you just being spontaneous. You just talking about niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Different.
Like but like you actually got to come up with concepts. Yeah. You got to build shit.
And you
got to have a narrative about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I kind of like with nowadays with the Instagram comedians, the skits that they put on. You know, one of my favorite that's not black is Matt Rife. I like him.
He's under cancellation right now, though.
Oh, what he do?
Oh, what he
His
do?
I don't even know, bro.
His special, which as a comedian.
Oh, you talking about that bill? I know you talking
Matt
about.
Rife, the little white boy.
Yeah, look like a bottle of shit. I know you talking about.
He came right out the gate.
At the beginning of that shit,
testing the waters. He said, I just want to see where y'all at, because I'm about to say a lot of ignorant shit. Now, me personally, I'm fucking rolling. But what women don't like, women are his biggest fans. because of how he looked.
Right.
But he came out as special and did white boy college frat boy humor. Shitting on ladies, and they like, oh, you motherfucker.
Oh, you're a misogynist.
They flipped the tables on him. He talked about women. He talked about
like,
handicapped kids and shit. But B dog,
he funny.
I'm rolling. Right. I'm like,
that shit was hilarious.
And let me tell you something. If something funny, it might be a little off color, right? It was this
comment. Of course, that's comedy.
We was at the Laugh Factory. He made a joke. It was something about black people, but the punchline was so funny. I was like, hey,
damn,
he a motherfucking racist. But that's funny.
I would be offended, but I'm like,
right.
Like, that's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
It was clever. And it was funny. Now, y'all might want to whoop his ass after the show.
Yeah, but we're going to
right
laugh.
then and there, that shit was funny, dog. I'm sorry.
So I want to ask you, because in this day and age, right, people are way more sensitive with the cancel culture.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's like, people be just looking for shit to be mad at.
Wow.
Do you find it harder, do you think, to be a comedian? Do you find yourself being more careful? Because you're on the radio every day.
Well, I think comedians can't be gun shy. You know what I'm saying? You still got to do your shit. Right. I think the more cleverly stated it is, it's harder to shit on it. It's just when it's raw and rough. Like when you be like, bitches ain't shit, I hope they die. That's a little different than saying, hey, if you're a woman and you don't like to give head to your man 3 to 4 times a week and he's taking care of you and he's buying you everything you need, may your brakes fail.
Well, goddamn.
right.
Kind of shit.
Just said the same thing.
Basically,
right.
But I think you have your lane, Patrice O'Neal, rest in peace.
One of the greatest.
That kid.
Corey Holcomb.
That kid.
Listen, man. Like,
but Corey Holcomb is kind of like he's his own entity,
and he's abrasive.
Yeah.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, it's funny. Now
a
lot of stuff I don't agree with, but at the end of the day, hey, it's him. He doesn't change from who he is. Like I said, Patrice O'Neal, Dave, like some of the stuff he said, and even sometimes to me, Dave can be a little bit preachy at times.
He definitely got that way a little bit now,
but. Some of the stuff he did, like the bit he does about all of the LGBTQIA community in the car. That is the funniest shit ever. He said when a queer guy lean up on the car and be like, I don't know where this car's going.
Oh my God.
I just know I want to be in it. That shit is funny to me.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
So it's like I think you can't be gun shy as a comedian. I won't say it's harder to be a comedian. I just think you have to be more careful in how you present things and how you come at stuff. Yeah. And how you, like, I have a joke about my friend whose son, my man is an alpha male. Yeah. We was in the Army together. He's an alpha male. His son, Beast, 6'2", 235, being recruited by everybody to play football, baseball, and track.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beast. But he come and tell his father one day, he's like, Dad, I don't want to play sports no more. He's like, oh, okay, you just want to go straight to the league? He's like, no, I want to dance.
What the fuck?
So this crushed him like, you want to dance? But here go the thing. The kid got an audition to NYU.
Okay.
So he's good.
Yeah, to NYU.
Now, NYU you don't give scholarships, but you get a chance to audition and get into that school, and it costs. And he's like, man, I don't like that shit. Woo. He's saying everything, but he think his son is gay. Right. So he's beating all around that, but really that's what he want to say. But he know as a dad, he can't say that. Everybody gonna be mad at him. I'm gonna be like, look, man, you gotta learn how to talk to him, man. Find out where he coming from. Let Unc talk to him. Right. So I get him on the phone and say, hey, man, say you want to go to NYU to dance. And he be like, yeah, Unc, I just feel like I could be on the big stage dancing like with Chris Brown and all that. I was like, that's cool, man. I said, but have you ever been in a Division I college locker room after a game and y'all done won? He was like, no. I said, everybody's celebrating, showers. It's amazing.
What's going on right now?
So after 45 minutes of talking to him, I close the joke. I be saying, proud to say, man, nephew gonna be playing free safety for the Auburn Tigers next year. And wrestling.
Of course.
They picked up a whole different sport.
Okay.
But see how Like
Yeah.
I lean them towards
kind of
you
inference
do this.
type.
And you insinuate it
Right.
without actually saying.
And
yeah.
some people catch it and be like, "You think you slick?"
Right.
That shit before so it's all how you do things, man.
Let me ask you this: like when you're writing, because I do a little comedy here and there, and it's like, you feel like you should write a joke for joke, or should you write a whole type 5 at one time?
So what I do is, man, I'm all over the place. Like if I go to my phone right now, when something hit me, I put the concept down.
I got you.
So I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan.
Right.
So when Game of Thrones used to first come on, I used to be like, damn, ain't no black people. Like I didn't get it till I saw House of Dragons, then the black people came in. Yeah. So like I've got a whole little thing. Like in the first one, I was like, Game of Thrones. How could I flip this? Because I know a lot of black people probably didn't mess with it, but how could
I fuck with it.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I know what you mean.
Talking about the guys I talk. Ain't nobody watching that goof ass shit about dragons.
Absolutely.
Hey, that goofy today be going, G. Hey.
I'm gonna tell you something about that too, and I'm probably gonna get in trouble for that, but I'm gonna break it down. So I'll just write a concept. Game of Thrones, like, damn, if a black family live there, a little black boy come in and be like, Mama, Can we go to the wizard store and get a dragon? Didn't Kayvon and them just have little dragons down the street? Go pick you one of them little dragons. I don't want them dragons, Mama. They ain't real bloodline. Go get you one of them goddamn dragons and leave me alone. Or how did you cheat back in the day? Like, you know what I'm saying? Your woman come in, we needed to talk. What is it now that you wish to bother me with? So you've been ravening other bitches.
Nice.
A chick said you slid this raven. And she got all your ravens lined up with the notes still on.
All the little messages taken. Right.
Look,
A drawing of a nigga, bitch.
I love it. Incongruity. I see it.
Right. And so now I'm trying to figure out how to connect that to make that a 5-10 minute bit. So now I got that, and I plug it in with other stuff that I already have. Because most of the jokes I do are storytelling jokes.
Indeed.
So I can go for like 9-10 minutes, and I know if I do 4 of them, I got my 45. Bernie Mac said something that was great, and I always remember this. He told it to me face to face. He said, son, remember, if you think you got 60 minutes, you only got 45, because 15 minutes of that shit ain't going to work.
Sounds like my dates.
See? Like, that's a bit.
Oh.
Yeah. I sit down right now. I'm writing out them, and I remember what Bernie Mac said.
Yeah.
15 of it ain't gonna work. Sounds like my date or my sex life. It's all, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how you just keep going.
You told a joke. One of my homeboys I went to school with, we saw you. We was at Riddles, and you made a joke of like, you was like, I masturbate before I go out. Because that would stop me from cheating. Right. Because you gonna put me in a room with a lot of women drunk.
Oh damn!
I'm gonna break up.
Oh damn!
Anybody gonna get it?
Right.
It ain't even me. It's my homie. Like,
Right.
she ain't here.
Right.
We finna hit one of these,
Right.
bro.
She ain't gonna know.
Look at the fat one over. Get her.
Right.
Hey, one of my dudes, he was like, bro, that joke stuck with me. He like, until I said I do.
Wow.
I really understand that fucking joke. Wow. Like, cause he like, bro, you be outside, you be like, oh.
It ain't even you. You if you focus. Right. Him down there be like, man, we get that bitch, dog. And he gotta have that voice.
Right.
Your brain is like, Leon, you've been doing so well. That's been working. Man, fuck dude here. Let's get this shit, man. Hey, man. Hey, you're like, you didn't even know your dick was in the gang. Dick like, BD, we finna go over here and get these hoes.
Big dick.
Like, hold on, man. What are you talking about, sir?
Indeed.
Man, so that, and then there's some jokes that you literally do just for the land. Like I got a joke I do called Lord of Drawbridge, where I said most of my guys don't like watching medieval movies like I do. I said, but what if I could flip it into something that they could relate to? And I would have this knight driving a square box Chevy, like I'm telling the story. And he pull up on the king, and the king is like Hoover. He'd be like, Lord Hoover, the Moes are having an uprising on 55th, and I fear that all shall be lost if we do not retrieve our hood rats and winches as we used to, Father. What shall we do? And then he gives this long speech about how you are GD to the world bloweth up.
No, that's hilarious.
And then he turns around and he yells to his boys, mount up your Caprice Classics with the finest rims and tint. We leave for battle in the morning. And then I say, Lord of Drawbridge. And then DJ Dollar Bill used to drop, I won't deny. He used to go crazy. to the point where the hood niggas would come in and say, "Hey man, lower the drawbridge, G."
Lower the drawbridge.
Hey,
Wow.
like they used to, man, we'll give you money to do the joke, and I almost felt like a whore. Like I didn't want to do the joke. I wanted to move on to some other. Man, do that shit, man. Lower the drawbridge.
Wow.
And so I'm like, it's just some stuff that I would do. It's for the crib.
Yeah.
You'll never hear me do that joke anywhere else except here for the guys. So writing is a funny thing. When it hits you, it hits you. I don't force myself to write. Like I said, I see a concept, I'll grab it, I'll put the concept in my phone, and then I'll sit down and try to build something around it.
Indeed.
And then see how I can plug it into what I already have. So it's a puzzle. Each year you go, you look. And that's why the more material you get, when it's time to do something like Comic View or Comedy Central, and you only got 8 minutes. But you got about 3 to 4 hours worth of material.
Yeah,
what do I do?
Yeah.
What do I pull from? So it's actually harder when you're a more veteran comic because you got so much to choose from.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like
your
putting together
time.
a concert playlist for an artist like Jay-Z. You got so many fucking songs,
You
dog,
can
but
do
only
anything.
got an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
So I can't do snippets with my jokes because this needs to be said. But if you're a new comic and all you have is 10 minutes, that 5 is easy. You got 5 that you can do.
Right.
Wow, that's my time.
And that's your shit that you know gonna hit.
Right, because you've been doing that forward and backwards. You got it memorized.
Right.
Yeah, and that's how I came up with. Because at first I was writing jokes, but then when you get up there for the 5 or 8 minutes, you like, okay, I told this joke. How am I going to segue into the second joke?
Right.
But I said if I just write type 5s, then I'll
And
be
piece
ready
'em.
for that.
Yeah, like Lego set, Just piece them.
And then if I ever had the opportunity to do an hour, I could just put like 4 or 5 type 5s together.
And bro, think about it. You hit a motherfucker with a hard 10 and they laugh, you can switch the topic up.
Indeed.
Because you wait for the laughter to go down and be like, wow, how about Doritos? You know, whatever.
Right.
And you do a 10-minute bit on Doritos and they go crazy and be like, speaking of Doritos, anybody in here got a fat wife?
Oh, I wish they took their shoes off.
See what I'm saying? Right.
You know what?
Yeah.
I like it when deoncole pulls the notebook out.
That is one of the coldest shits
We said,
ever.
is this shit working out?
And then if
Yeah.
it don't work, he be like,
Yeah, I seen them do
but
that.
it's shit like that separates writers from just people who perform.
Wow.
That's some creative
Yeah.
part of the performance, writing shit. Like, so even if the joke bomb, I get a laugh because I told a joke, y'all didn't laugh, and I be like,
Cross that shit
and
off.
motherfuckers start laughing.
Yeah.
Have you, oh, sorry.
Go
I was going to.
ahead.
I was gonna say, I've been to some open mics. Now I'm no Scorsese, but sometimes I will see comedians up there. I'm like, I could have made his shit more funny if he did X, Y, Z.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you said that because one thing that I think is missing now from my game is camaraderie to the fact where we all punched up each other's jokes. Like, I didn't get offended if I came off stage and somebody like a D-Ray or Corey Holcomb or deoncole was standing there. He was like, hey, when you say this, you should try this.
Right.
I didn't get offended. I tried it.
Right.
And if it worked, cool. If it didn't or I didn't like it, I stuck with what I originally had. I think now, no one in particular, but I think now when I see some comics and I might be like, yo, try Whoop Wop the Bam doing this. And then, hey, all right.
Oh,
I got 3 million,
whatever.
I got 3 million followers on IG.
Right.
So that's the good thing about social media is it gets you out to a broader fan base.
Indeed.
The bad thing about social media is it might have you thinking you're a lot better than what you are.
Yeah.
And there's people that fell on because somebody like Ha Davis, you know what I'm saying? Like funny as hell on them skits, but stand up, that shit has not been working.
That's
You
a
know what I'm saying?
man from the boys.
It's a
for
different type of funny. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And with a skit, you can record that shit. You can do that shit like
it
1,000 times.
Yeah.
And you can pick the funniest one. But when you on that stage, you know what I'm saying? You can't go back and be like, okay, I'm gonna try this shit again. Okay, hold on, let me re-announce me, nigga. I'm gonna start back over and come back out.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like it don't go like that.
Yeah, and that, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
And that's why I asked my man Leon, like, was it better be funny? This nigga, what the fuck? Bushy beer and shit. But that's why I asked, is it
Hello, twice.
shit? You doing a commercial.
16 mops and Harley. Hops.
Right.
600 years of brewing heritage.
This nigga. But That's why I brought to him. I said,
Shout out to Ha Davis, though.
That's
Detroit's finest.
Not to shoot shit on my man, but that's why I was asked you, is it whether it be funny or have a technique? Because I feel like if you have a technique, if you know how to write a joke, somebody like you, I mean, anybody can help you make it funny. But if you don't know how to write a joke.
But let me explain to you where this is why I still think it just comes down to being funny.
All right.
DC Young Fly is fucking, he's a character.
Yeah.
Like, so when he walks out on stage, you just start laughing.
Just looking at this nigga.
You don't even know what the fuck he about to say.
Yeah.
And then he'll say something like when he do that little, and you laughing, like that shit tickles me. Or it's just some people when they walk into a room, like as comedians. One of my favorite comedians and one of the favorite comedians in the Midwest, your favorite comedian, Marlon motherfucking Mitchell.
Man,
Listen, man. Listen to me
Marlon's
when I
fucking
tell
hilarious.
you this. There is nobody in the country, minus maybe Mike Epps, that can crowd work a fucking room and have everybody in tears.
Wow.
I will put Marlon Mitchell up against anybody that remember Giovanni's out in fucking Dalton, the pizza spot.
Yeah.
Man, that show didn't start till 10. Marlon would do 45 up front, and you'd be like, why am I going up? He was the host, but he used to have that bitch rocking. And just, not saying that he ain't got material, but Marlon is just naturally
he's a genius. He knows how to read a room.
fun, and he just funny.
Yeah.
Voices, mannerisms, character. Like, go watch, this will give you a go watch B. Cole movie if you ever get a chance. B. Cole, shout out to one of the legendary movie writers from here, B. Cole. If
Yes,
Tubi
sir.
was a thing back in the day, B. Cole had a whole shit on lock.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
But he had a movie called I'm in Love with a Crackhead based off a joke that he did.
Yeah,
Don Bowman.
yeah.
Don Bowman was a star.
I remember that
Crackhead.
shit.
Marlon played a character in the movie called Big Cream, nigga.
Big cream.
If it ain't the fun, it's just a big fat ass light skinned nigga with a fur that don't fit. It stopped right here. He got on glasses and a hat, but he a gangster.
Right.
Man, when I say he played that shit so funny. In the get together, when he played a wild ass neighbor that come through, he think it's a sex party. It's just a regular party.
Oh.
And so put Vanessa Fraction and them, they play police. They coming in to stop the party. Marlon come in, slap on her ass like, yeah, bitch, get naked with this police shit on. Tears, bro. Tears. And he's just a funny dude. He's a funny dude. Like, material or not, Marlon is just funny. And that's what I mean by, like, you got it or you don't. It has to be a combination of the two. But I know some guys that are solid writers, amazing writers, but they're just not funny. Like, it's like the material's funny, but they're not. They don't present it or sell it hard enough. But then you got somebody like Mark Henderson. It's another guy you need to watch out for. Clean comic, does not curse at all. His little dude, but he just so funny. Not to mention the material that he writes is crazy, but he's just funny.
Right.
Indeed.
Like he does a joke about he went to the funeral home tried to rip him off. He said their uncle died and they tried to charge him regular price for a cremation. He said, but the fucked up thing about him, my uncle died in a fire. He said, how y'all gonna charge me full price to reheat a motherfucker?
Yeah.
He didn't say motherfucker because he don't cuss, but he said, how you gonna charge me to reheat somebody? Bro, I died.
Hey, you just reminded me, man. You just reminded me, man. You know one of the funniest comedians ever? This nigga gotta go take a piss every episode.
That old man.
You got that? I'm about to say old man black. They hit him already.
The prostate hurt now.
No, but one of the funniest comedians, man, that I feel like people that kind of forgot about,
Who that?
that never cursed, fucking Sinbad.
Sinbad was amazing.
Sinbad,
Yeah,
man,
he
like
was.
Sinbad
those
was amazing.
HBO specials that he used to have. Sinbad had a comedy album. We had a skit where he was fighting Mike Tyson.
Oh, shit.
That's an art, bro.
Yeah.
Like, cause I mean, think of it. Not every day talking we curse.
Indeed. I mean,
Like, man, that nigga went, and you have to catch, cause like I try to be mindful of that word when I'm on stage, especially in front of company.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but that's
how you
lingo.
talk.
I'm sitting rapping
Yeah.
with you, man.
Yeah.
Man, you see Luka, that nigga dropped 73. Anybody can get it.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Man, that nigga dropped 73. Boy, that nigga cold.
Right.
Who you talking about? Luka.
right.
Negro
Who's
part
actually
of
not a
speech,
nigga. You know what I'm saying?
But he a nigga to me when he
Exactly. Yeah, because that's just the dialect. That's how we talk.
Indeed,
So,
indeed.
but you know, like to be somebody like a Mark Henderson who does that effortlessly,
Yeah.
and kills. Like you could put him on a ghetto show, and he kills.
Yeah.
18,000 hood ding-a-ling jokes and coochie jokes that went up. He come up doing his clever shit, but he funny.
Yeah.
He's funny. Like even without that, he be funny. And I just think, is this the warm one?
Yep.
That you had sitting up there. See how niggas do? He switch. I see. That's why I don't like y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He went to the refrigerator, got him a cold one. Yeah, there you go. You didn't put the lips on this, did you?
Nah.
Yeah. He showed me this, and he was like, voila.
About to get warm beer to the guests, nigga.
And
It
shit.
was still cold.
Listen,
Then why
nigga
you
here.
ain't drinking,
Right.
motherfucker?
Around and shit. The fuck?
The fuck is wrong with you? No.
What a host.
Take the ST off.
Right.
The fuck?
So
Oh, damn.
took me a second to catch that.
That's all right.
It took me a
But
second.
that's comedy.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But
This-
no. At the end of the day, man, I just think when it comes out to you gotta be funny first.
Indeed.
If you don't have the funny, I don't care how much brilliant material that they write for you, you're
Indeed.
not gonna be able to sell it because you're not funny. You can put a bad actor with a great script, and the movie will still suck.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can take a bad script, put a great actor in that motherfucker. I mean, think about it. I might lose some
Oh,
friends.
shit.
Training Day, the cats agree.
Right.
Training Day, for the most part, script wise, was a bland ass movie.
It was.
But Denzel played Lonzo so good,
Yeah.
you got
Indeed.
invested. You didn't care about shit else. I want Lonzo to die. If Lonzo does not die by the end of this fucking movie, I'm never going to the movies again because it's some bullshit. He's evil. He's the devil. And the part that I was like, he's the devil, when he said, "Hey, what's the story? Come through the door, shoot a suspect catches so and so in the vest. What's your story?" He said, "No, that didn't happen." He said, "Well, here's another story. Give me the bitch."
Yep.
Young police officer killed in the line of duty. He leaves his wife and his unborn son. Now again, what happened?
Yeah.
Right.
I said, he's the devil.
Yeah.
He gotta go. When he left him with the Mexican, gotta go.
Bro, that shit.
That was
Oh,
crazy.
none of the other characters mattered.
Right.
But that was showing you that a great actor carried a.
All right, script.
You put anybody else in that role, it's not gonna be the movie.
not gonna hit.
Because it's a classic because of him.
Exactly.
You don't remember shit else about Training Day. You don't even remember who the white boy was. You don't remember his name.
Nothing.
You don't remember
damn.
nothing else. You don't remember nobody else in that movie but Lonzo.
It kicked off gangster. The nigga had the fucking, what was it, the Cutlass or the Regal?
No, that was a Cutlass.
The Cutlass,
That
the
was a
all
Cutlass.
black
Let
Let me
Cutlass.
see that warrant.
And the
Yeah.
Koofy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Even from his monologue
Right.
in the car, I control over 4,000 units. Absolutely, this nigga cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
This movie ain't shit.
Hey, you know what other movie he was good in? Fences. Fences.
Fences?
Oh,
What
well,
you
yeah,
talking
the
about?
baby.
Fences.
when they
Oh,
had
that
the
was
baby.
crazy.
When that nigga told his son, he's like, nigga, I don't love you.
See, I'm gonna keep
That
it real.
speech, I was like, this nigga's cold.
And that's why my wife hate me. Like,
Oh,
why we
shit.
can't watch movies together. I don't like shit like that. Love, tugging, drama.
Nah.
Fuck. Somebody gotta die. I gotta be scared out of my mind, or I gotta laugh within the first 10 minutes.
That sounds like high school.
Or I will cut this shit off. Nigga, right? Like if it's an action movie, I gotta come like the Raid.
But you
Oh,
know,
the Ray Redemption?
Yeah, I gotta go crazy. I gotta fight your way out of shit like that.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Gladiator.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
start off the movie.
Right, 300 type shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
All that.
300's my
Like
shit. 300's my
Gladiator is
shit.
my favorite movie of all time because I love the story.
Yeah.
He took everything from the nigga. He came, and when he stand up and say, "My name is Maximus Decimus Aurelius, leader of the Roman legions of the North, server to the one true Caesar, Marcus Aurelius, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next." Nigga, I stood up in the movie theater. Boy, this nigga OG. Say they gonna kill my man today or after we die. But you going. Movies like that get me fired up. It inspired me to go do shit, man. It's like, I love you. You got cancer.
The Notebook and shit.
Hey, The Notebook was a good movie.
See,
He was
I-
Notebook
yeah.
ass.
see why you
Hey.
switched the bill.
Yeah.
Oh, Inkwell ass.
Right.
You didn't like the Inkwell?
Right.
Oh man.
Is you crying? No, man. There's something in my eye, man.
This nigga.
But speaking of the comedy, man, one thing you do love is music.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We have had plenty of discussions on Facebook
Yes, we have.
about music now, music then.
And we have discussions. Let's keep this
Yeah.
clear to all the people that are out here in like
We are
Facebook
live.
groups and all that shit. Learn how to communicate and have discussions. Half the shit that go on in the street get escalated because people don't know how to have a level of respect.
Indeed.
You ain't got to call nobody an idiot because their opinion don't agree with yours.
But that's some whole shit anyway, because they only reason they doing that is because it's on the internet.
Right. Now, me and you cool.
Yeah.
It's different. We homies. You know it ain't no... Man, shut your dumb ass up.
Right.
But we homies.
Exactly.
Right.
You know when I'm being malicious and when we just talking like brothers.
Is it?
But I don't know you, man, and all this. You stupid motherfucker. Man, hey, listen, man. Let me... All right. Okay, bro. I'm going to leave it alone. You got it. Because I ain't going to take too many more of that goofy ass shit and all that shit.
I got a hard line. I do not argue with niggas on the internet.
I can't.
I will not do it. You got it's a 2-comment limit. You know what I'm saying? Once you go past
stupid slick.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm not even going
Because
because
I leave it alone. You got it, bro.
Because the thing is, if I know you and you say something crazy,
I might file you
I'm
when I see you.
gonna come see you. No, you know.
It's just like, especially in sports groups, dog.
Oh shit.
The
LeBron Jordan.
Oh my God. And I'm just like, we're having a sensible
That
discussion,
shit.
man, about two motherfuckers that if you was about to get evicted out your house tomorrow, they're not sending you shit.
Nothing.
So while the vitriol and venom towards me, because I'm just giving you, just like you giving me your opinion, I'm giving you my opinion.
Indeed.
Whether it back with facts or whatever. If you say the sky's blue and I say the sky's red, and you be like, no, it's not, Leon. And I say, well, in my opinion, that ends all argument right there. I think the sky's red.
'Cause that's what you
There's
think.
nothing you're gonna tell me.
Or the
I don't
earth
give a
is
fuck.
flat.
I don't give a fuck how many. So I leave it alone. Okay, bro, you got it.
And that's what, like, I say this shit all the time. Somewhere, disagreement became synonymous with disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Like, gee, we can disagree, and we ain't got to agree on everything. That's what makes
life.
That's life. That's what makes
Gee.
people people. Everybody's not the same. So we gonna disagree. But just because I don't agree with you, don't
ain't
mean
got
it's
disrespect.
Yeah,
Gee.
you know what I'm
Indeed.
saying?
I recently went through that yesterday.
Oh shit.
It was somebody posted, it was a sad video about the 2 teenagers that got killed downtown.
Right.
Oh, I
And it
heard
was a
about that.
video that was surfacing. I made a comment
That's
that
a terrible video too. That shit.
I said
I ain't watched that shit.
That is so disrespectful to the person's family.
Yep.
Because
It
they
is.
have to find out sometimes through the internet or social media that their kid done died.
And I know motherfuckers and shit like that happens to.
You know what I'm
Joe. You know what I'm
saying?
saying? Find out that they loved one and died
You know,
on
that
the
is-
internet.
And I just made a simple comment of that. Somebody was like, how you not know somebody called 911? You're missing the whole point.
You're missing the forest.
You're missing the whole point. You're filming a kid take his last fucking breath. If you don't find that disrespectful, bro,
Right.
And
like
Indeed.
you is some type of animal. You're just different.
And
That's not
who's
humane.
doing that, bro? If I'm sitting there watching somebody, I'm gonna try to help them. I'm not pulling my phone.
But
New
back.
this is
age.
the era we live in. It's
Indeed.
like I told my daughters, if somebody, one of your friends ever call you somewhere and you walk, and as you walking up, you see everybody got their phones out pointed towards you, walk the other way.
Yeah.
Because
Indeed.
I don't want to have to come fuck nobody up. Because what it is, everybody got their phone. Everybody has their phones out. Like, for example, not to get you off the subject.
No, you good.
Went to the Wu-Tang concert last time. Right? And I'm just sitting looking at everybody with their phones out. And my man was like, man, what you? I said, nigga, because I'm enjoying
The
Right,
moment.
the moment.
moment.
You in the
I
moment.
said, this is the difference between now. There are no stories that can be told. We cannot get 3 different accounts of the same great event. You went to Wu-Tang, you went to Wu-Tang, I went to Wu-Tang. We all had 3 different perspectives, but we all had the same elements in our story because we watched it.
Yeah.
Now I'm just recording. It's just like people that come to comedy shows
Oh,
and got their
God.
fucking phones out, and we be like, yo, man, stop recording my set. What
Indeed.
if I'm working on a special?
Right.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Now, but then people get mad when Dave Chappelle and them make y'all put up y'all phones, but they do this because you motherfuckers will broadcast the whole set on
Indeed.
Mary Life So Strong 720 got the whole 45 minutes of my show up. Now I can't. Now Netflix don't want to buy it because this shit is floating around on the internet.
And they don't see
don't
nothing
get it.
wrong with that shit.
Yeah,
they don't
they don't.
understand. Like, this is motherfuckers' livelihood you talking about.
And this is not rap music where I need you to push this everywhere.
Yeah.
This is a set that I'm keeping secret.
Right.
Why you think Eddie Murphy ain't came back? Eddie Murphy was like, if I come back, how am I going to practice a set?
Yeah.
I will never be able to practice a set unless I just invite people out randomly and you can't come don't even bring your fucking phone.
Right.
You can't come. You're going to get scanned for phone and everything, and then you sit in and listen. And even then, you got somebody that's going to go run the TMZ. Yeah, he say this joke about this. So it's hard as a comedian to keep your stuff a secret.
And it's crazy because, because even I went to go see Tony a few months ago.
Yeah, we both
right,
did.
right. And they made you lock your phone up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, for me,
I enjoyed it.
Bro, because even if you look at it, if you take a second, you look at your phone, you record, right? And if you looking at the shit through your phone, if you try to pay attention to both, you'll realize that the phone is actually a few milliseconds behind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you're not really even enjoying the moment at all. You're not really experiencing the shit. You looking at the shit.
Exactly.
And so you already delayed. You know what I'm saying?
Like digital TV compared to the live.
Exactly.
Like, look,
exactly.
When I'm at shows, there are 6 songs that I know that I'm going to pull my phone out.
Right.
That's it. 6 songs. 6 songs. Because it just.
Let me
it's
ask you.
just the
Let me.
reaction.
I'm not mad at people that catch moments.
Right.
Yeah, like
I'm
both.
talking
yeah.
about the motherfucker that had
Oh, the
their
whole
phone out
time?
The
Yeah,
whole
I
time. How are you enjoying the show?
But let me ask you something. Because you know what? Because I used to record shit at the shows and I would watch it. Like, but the thing is, what are you doing with it afterwards? Are you going back and watching that shit later on? Or you just
want to say, I was in the front row. I want y'all to see how close I was.
Or you just want to post a little snippet or something? You
Use
know
your
what I'm
shit
saying?
at
I mean,
Riddles.
me, like, with mine it's all about my music. So, like, all my posts is either about poetry, music, relaxation. You know what I'm saying? So it goes in.
So are you posting it? Do you post?
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
the videos of, like, Wu-Tang, I posted, like, 6, 7. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just, those are my favorite moments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I just wanna be there, and I just wanna enjoy
In
it.
the
And
moment.
I wanna focus.
Like, I
on-
can remember right now, when cats know, 88, Vic Theater, nigga.
Big theater.
Rakim coming out the floor in the pyramid. Couldn't record shit there. You just had to be there. It was Run DMC Rakim. This motherfucker was sitting in the throne, came out of the pyramid. I lost my mind, man.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
What was
I'm a 17-year-old kid watching who I think is the GOAT.
the God, nigga,
Rakim.
This
Rakim.
motherfucker come out in the pyramid like Ed B was doing the scratching.
Right.
And that motherfucker was sitting there with the gold on. I'm like, hey, this nigga, what? Fuck school. Literally I had to get desensitized when I went home. Man, I started trying to grow pork chops.
Oh my
sideburns.
God.
I was like, what the fuck wrong with you? I saw Rakim,
Get the
nigga.
medallion and shit.
You ain't
That's what I
Rakim.
saw. That's what I
wasn't
saw.
there. You
Talking
wasn't there.
about father like he crazy. Nigga, I saw Rakim, nigga. I'm thinking of a master plan.
Right.
Boy, if you don't get your dumb ass.
So,
I want a K-Swiss sweatsuit. I'm going
Wow.
crazy.
Case with.
so speaking of music, like, what was your favorite person that you met? Like, that had you in awe? Like, the person.
Musically or just period in
music,
radio?
because we're going into the music.
God damn, bro. That's tough.
Because you met everybody.
Yeah, I met the
Everybody.
guy. I met the guy, Ra. I met Ghost.
Love those.
When I gotta say though, I was the most motherfucking quiet. Shut the fuck up. Ain't say nothing the whole time. When I met Quincy Jones, I just was like,
Oh, yeah, you gotta
and
take
then
that.
I seen Prince float past. Didn't get to talk to him, but I was in the area, and that little motherfucker bounced on past on his way to get it cracking. I was like, damn, that was Prince.
That's crazy.
I wanted to follow that nigga, but I got that nigga walked past. He was
what's
like,
that joke?
everybody.
Wait,
I remember he hollered, everybody. I guess it was a song.
Right.
That nigga was strutting.
Who was the comedian that made
video's
that
on.
joke with the don't look
Don't look
Prince
Prince.
in
That was
his
Jamie
eye?
Foxx.
be gay.
That was Jamie Foxx. That was Jamie Foxx.
fine.
Don't look Prince in the eye.
Scared. Or you be watching the Grammys, you be like, who are them two bad bitches in the front row? Oh, one of them Prince.
Hey, Prince was a cold motherfucker.
Yeah. Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Dog, like I always get into it. Like when people be like Michael Jackson or Prince, I always say Prince.
All day.
I get jumped on. They be like, why you say Prince? I say, because, no disrespect to Michael, great performer. Prince wrote, produced, composed,
instruments,
and if we do a coaching tree, like who comes from Michael Jackson's coaching tree?
Nobody. Nigga.
Who comes from Prince's coaching tree?
Nigga, you talking about Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis,
The Time.
Day and the
Ooh,
Time,
oh my
Vanity
God,
Six,
the whole
you know what I'm
Minneapolis
saying?
He wrote
shit.
songs.
Alexander
for everybody.
O'Neal, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Sheena Easton.
Yeah.
He got. If you just go and play, you can play 2 to 3 hours of songs that Prince wrote for everybody else, and not even his group, not even him.
Yeah.
Vanity 6, Apollonia 6, Morris Day and the Time, the Screams of Passion.
Yeah.
He wrote that shit. Like he just all the songs that he wrote for everybody else. I didn't know. I was 5 years ago. I learned that he wrote "I Feel for You" for Shaka Khan.
What?
I didn't know that shit either.
Get out of here. Really?
I feel for
Wow.
you.
He even did that song.
But if you think about it and listen to it, it
sounds like some Prince
like
shit.
him.
No, when you said that, it definitely makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that shit. It's just like I didn't know Babyface wrote "I Could Change the World" for Bob Dylan.
I did know that.
That fucked me up when he did the battle. I was like, he wrote that shit.
Hey, when I found out R. Kelly wrote "Fortunate" for Maxwell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I knew
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah.
We even had a discussion on the last pod. We had a discussion, should R. Kelly be mentioned in the same breath as Michael Jackson?
Absolutely.
Yes, for
absolutely.
R&B,
shit.
absolutely.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? For R&B.
Anybody, fuck all the bad shit. I get it, because if I dig up, every artist got some skeletons.
Everybody.
Like, people be killing me with that shit. Listen, what Rob did was wrong. I don't condone anything he did, because I'm a father of 3 girls.
Yeah.
So for all them people that run that shit about, he didn't do nothing wrong. Yes, he did. He didn't do nothing wrong in the sense he messed with a 17-year-old here in Illinois because the age of consent is 17. But when you took her to another state, that's where you fucked up, because the state you went to, 17 ain't the age of consent. So you fucked up. It's all good. Should have left your young coochie where it was at, right?
On 51st.
All that other shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when I be hearing dudes like, man, woo, woo, I say, listen, man, as a 40-something-year-old man, you have so much on an intellectual level, on a life experience level over a child.
Right.
It's easy to get you.
You can manipulate the fuck out
Man,
of
that
it.
nigga that pulled up in a Bentley to your school and told you to get in and ride with him, you to win.
When I was
At
17.
17. You're like, oh, nigga, hell yeah. Next thing you know,
Oh my God. I'm on Oprah. I got a Band-Aid on my ass.
I thought we were just going to talk.
The fuck?
and I'm not, hold on.
I'm here to dance, and that's it.
He said, I'm open
I'm
with
not
a
letting-
Band-Aid.
Yeah, I know
We not laughing at it, but I'm just saying that's how that shit happens.
Yeah, real shit, real shit.
You want to rap, right? You want to rap on this new song? So you have an advantage over a teenager, right?
Absolutely, 100%.
So yeah, no, I'm not with that shit. But musically, I separate the person from the music. That motherfucker cold, man.
His pen
Game is strong,
bro. And that's to say, it's a motherfucker like he's one of those people like you can't put nobody above him for real. It's people that you can say right there on par, but you can't put nobody above R. Kelly when it comes to writing music
and singing. Fuck what you talking about.
Yeah.
Like the man sing.
Like I said, bro, you could have did a verses with R. Kelly with all just full of shit he did for other people. Hits. Smashes, nigga. He done wrote shit for Celine Dion,
Michael
nigga.
Jackson.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about, nigga, listen. The motherfucker made 34 songs about being in a closet. And we ran them shits. I remember when it first came out. Every
Trapped in the
radio
Closet,
station
nigga?
was running that shit like a soap opera. We was waiting for him
to drop
each
that.
week to drop volume 2.
Oh my God.
And all this motherfucker was singing about book. He opened the door and grabbed the beer, and he turned around and said, "Why the fuck are you still here?" Then he looked in the closet.
Yeah, he was midgets in that motherfucking.
All this silly shit, a pimp.
Right, yeah.
That nigga had the whole block.
We locked in.
Yeah.
Every week. There's no other artist can say they did some shit like that.
Nah.
None. So
Yeah.
you can't discredit the man because of his outside endeavors. Look, all the greats been through shit. Chuck Berry got arrested for transporting little white girls cross state lines, right? Michael Jackson had his issues, whether or not whether or not people want to believe it or not. I don't think, me personally, I never think Mike was freaked out like that. I think Mike was a kid in the mind and never got to experience childhood, so being around children made him happy.
Yeah,
that's not in a sexual way.
Yeah.
But it's kind of weird, nigga.
Definitely weird as
Very
fuck.
weird.
42.
Real weird.
Playing with Larnell hair.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
sir.
You want a popsicle?
No,
What,
nigga. So this popsicle tastes funny, Michael.
Whoa.
I'm about to beat it.
The views
Damn.
the views and opinions of this nigga do not represent the views and opinions
Oh, they gonna
of this
separate.
podcast or its guests. Just put that shit out there right now. He said that.
Right.
You know, niggas will be on there. Leon, I seen that
Right.
podcast. And you said Michael Jackson made that boy lick his popsicle. No, I didn't say that, ma'am.
He said no
said,
such
man,
thing. He said no such thing. That nigga said
The
that.
new nigga said they wanted to do comedy. You know, I do a
that
little
a
comedy
bitch.
myself. Michael Jackson had people sucking his dick.
Mammy.
That's my time. Thank you.
This cat.
Oh my God.
Mammy.
No, but just seriously, no, you got it. No, ain't no way, dog. You cannot.
Yeah.
You cannot. But
So-
for me, it was Quincy Jones.
No, so recently we experienced like Mos Def is a person from our era.
Oh yeah.
We all fuck with Mos Def. We all black.
Mighty
Star
Mos
fans.
Def, nigga.
And he recently came out about this was a while ago, but
It's been a minute ago now.
been a minute. But it's a
still.
conversation because now it's like me personally, I didn't take it as a diss. I feel because
Well, hold
Mos
on.
Def is funny.
In case some of your, because you might have some viewers, and I've learned this is the radio side of
Okay.
it coming out. You might have some viewers that don't know what's going on.
Right,
So
you-
you have to explain to them what Mos Def did
Context.
before we lead them down the trail. They're like,
Right.
what the fuck are they talking
Right.
about?
So
Is
Mos
Mos Def dead?
Does he like popsicles? No.
Give me these popsicles. I don't know, man. I do a lot of editing on this.
You know what I mean? Like, how shit be funny?
Right.
But now you know if you say
Yeah.
that, but that shit funny to
Yeah,
me.
no, hilarious. No,
man.
so for everybody that doesn't know,
Yeah.
Mos Def was recently on the podcast, right? I forgot the name of it. I watched most of the interview. The sister that was interviewing him,
Cold.
very good.
It's cold.
Very
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I forget the name of it escapes me right now. But she asked Mos his opinion of Drake, right? And Drake basically referred to Drake as pop.
Mos Def.
I'm sorry, Mos Def. So Mos Def referred to Drake as pop music. I think he used the term aggressive shopping. Like if he was in
hear him at
Target,
Target,
yeah,
yeah.
if he was
Yeah,
in
the
Target,
music
it'd be
in
like
Target.
aggressive shopping music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And basically saying that Drake is not hip hop. Now, I don't really agree. I understood Moses' point absolutely because I mean Drake is pop, but pop is only short for popular music, and ain't too many fucking people more popular than Drake. You know what I'm saying? Is it not the hip hop that we grew up on? Nah, it's evolved into something different. But I don't think you can't deny that Drake can't rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He never said that, though.
Yeah, he didn't. He
Mos
didn't.
never said that Drake didn't have no bars. He didn't say he couldn't spit. He said that if I'm in Target, and I think Target triggered all of the Drake stands.
Yeah.
If he'd have said if I'm in the Louis Vuitton store,
Right.
nobody would have said a word. It's the fact that he used Target and you felt like it cheapened Drake. But me, and maybe I'm reaching.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
shit.
I like to think Mos Def is highly intelligent.
Absolutely.
I don't think
Indeed.
he said Target as a diss to be cheap. I think he
Yeah, I
said
think-
Target because that's a store that everybody accesses.
Yeah, everybody.
Indeed.
Everybody doesn't have access to the Louis Vuitton store
Right.
or the
Hell
Gucci
no.
store. But everybody can go shop at Target, and I would agree to say that Target is a level above Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, of course.
Now, if he said Walmart, I'd be
Oh.
like, that's a shot.
Yeah, he definitely. Yeah.
Target, every Bill Gates,
little classy,
Bill
little classy,
Gates shops
okay.
at Target.
Everybody
Okay,
got fucking
but for
Target.
all the people out there that say, Leanne, you reaching for that shit, because I done literally had this one dude
Yeah.
argue me, like, was mad. And I'm like, why? First of all, why are you mad? Like, my thing is this. If I'm Drake and I heard Mos Def say that, I would laugh and go drop another number one single.
Yeah.
Jay-Z said something a long time ago, which I always respect him for. I remember when Jim Jones and them was throwing rocks at him.
Yeah.
And he said, what am I going to do? Run down the hill and get this nigga?
Damn.
Because I don't get no respect if I smash him. Then if he beat me,
Right.
he rise up. nigga. And I'm saying this, what he said wasn't bad. I understand it hurts your feelings because you want Drake to be accepted. But I said, this is what I do. I literally said it like this. I said, I agree. Does Drake have elements of hip-hop? Absolutely.
100%.
But 80% of him is popular. When Drake makes a song, he's making a song to make money and chart. Whereas guys like Mos Def and them getting the lab and making a song, they make a song for their group of people that keeps them afloat. They don't care if it goes to Billboard and it makes it, fine. If it doesn't, they don't care. If Drake makes a song and it does not chart, he looks at that as a failure. I'm sorry.
That's real.
And I
That's
said,
real.
let's do some aesthetics. Let's even look at it like this.
What up?
I'm throwing a concert. I got Justin Bieber, Post Malone, Britney Spears, and Drake. That fits.
It does.
It's aesthetically and it fits musically. Throwing a concert. The Roots. I got the Roots.
What are they doing up there?
I got the Roots. I got Wu-Tang Clan, Nas, Drake.
That don't go.
He looks out of place.
That don't go.
You want to know why? And I can't put my finger on it. Like I'm not finna try to go into things, and I'm not one to get into frequencies and all that shit. But there's a certain type of feel when you listen to Drake's music. And then there's a certain type of feel when you listen to a Mos Def or a Black Thought. It's just different. I can't explain it. And then when I say, okay, so the way y'all defending Drake about saying he hip hop and I said, is Doja Cat hip hop? Is Post Malone hip hop? Is Macklemore hip hop? They're hip hop, and that's a lane that I think Drake has. Think Drake has created and is the master at it. No one is better than him.
It's hip hop adjacent.
Exactly.
Hip hop adjacent.
Because he's gonna give you some reggae.
Yeah, because all those people that you named are still kind of rapping, kind of.
But do you literally respect them in the realm of b-boy, spray painting, DJ, and MCing? So that's when we talk hip hop.
I'm glad you made that distinction.
We talk of essence. We talk of a point.
I
like Doja. I'm not saying none of these people are whack. I don't want people to get in their feelings.
No,
I'm just saying, like, I
don't
just
get easily offended.
Right.
Well,
I don't look at them. When I look at Post Malone, I don't think hip hop. I really don't.
Right. So like somebody, because I don't really listen, because Post Malone, he does singing more. Really,
Drake sing hooks.
Drake.
He's a singer.
You know,
Okay. So I agree with what you're saying. The only thing for me when I think about hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Because like obviously there are different elements. You know what I'm saying? Like there's DJ
subgenres.
Yeah. But when you just talking about lyrics, I respect motherfuckers that can just spit. And I know I can't vouch for like Macklemore or Post Malone or whatever the fuck Doja Cat. But I know this
Mac Miller
hip hop.
Okay.
Mac Miller hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
But there's a feel to Mac Miller's music where you just like
So that's
okay.
So in more of the classic sense of what you got, but like kind of everything. So it's like okay, like is Lil Baby hip hop?
Yes,
but Lil Baby is still like popular.
No,
but it's still like popular music.
Baby was on his way. Popular music to who?
Oh,
see now when we talk pop, we mean the other side.
Right.
Lil Baby ain't selling out no concert by herself with no wife.
No. You don't think so?
Hell no.
Nope.
He gotta have our money.
No.
Nicki's even having a hard time filling her tour.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
People, you got to think about, they don't. Real talk. Yeah.
I'm just saying, look, for example, somebody who was on their way to being a great pop star, but he opened his mouth and fucked it up. The Baby.
Yeah.
The Baby was about to be right there with making songs at the other side, like the South by Southwest. You at a bar in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
Hey, packing the mail is on. But he said that stuff on stage about the LGBTQ community. Boom.
Bring his ass right back.
Killed them.
Yeah.
Brought him right back. Now what? He's sealing out.
Yeah.
We can't fuck with you like that.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, I look at Drake like this. You ever go buy a cake in the store? You like chocolate cake, right?
Yeah.
You just see some chocolate cakes there, and you be like, you like chocolate on chocolate cake.
Right.
But when you buy the cake and you get it home and you cut into it, It's chocolate frosted, but it's yellow cake on the inside.
Oh,
but
shit.
the shit's still fire.
Yeah.
You eat it. You got your chocolate cake.
Right.
But it's a pop filling. So Drake is a pop cake with hip hop frosting on it. It's still delicious. But it's not that double chocolate,
Right.
buttercream chocolate frosting hip hop cake. And it's not, and I don't know why everybody loses their fucking mind and then they send me 10, 12 songs. These 10, 12 songs Drake spitting. I said, where did you hear me say he couldn't spit?
Right.
Yeah.
I said, but that's 10, 12 songs out of 250 he done made. I can send you 5 pop songs out of Mos Def catalog. Well, Mos Def, see, now you going to the money and all that shit, which lets me know you have no valid argument to come against me. You start talking about how much money you're making, which feeds into my argument.
Right.
Drake is produced to make money, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Even Jay-Z, right, who I could consider to a pop rapper, but even with Jay-Z, right, what's Drake's so like if we had to say something bad about Drake, like if white people had to say something bad about Drake to bring him down, to stop.
Had the baby by the stripper? That's not really bad.
So
though.
what? Everybody
Ain't really
did.
bad.
Tom Brady did.
Yeah,
Tom
that
Brady.
ain't bad.
Tom Brady left for broad.
That nigga Drake said it in his rhymes. You know how many strippers I done put through college?
But watch
Damn.
this. Jay-Z, for as popular as he is, when they wanted to tear him down, what did they go back to? But he sold drugs. Jay ain't rapped about selling drugs in the past 8 years because he can't. He rich now. I'm in boardrooms. He rap about how his daughter's painting on the wall costs more than your house. Jay-Z not even relatable no more to the regular average Joe. He create dreams for y'all. So what I'm saying is there's still an element to that where it's just like he can't. Yeah, in New York, pop song.
Yeah, pop song, definitely.
But if I count the number of pop songs Jay got compared to the number of shits that you drive around bumping in the hood every day, even with Eminem, popular rapper.
Yeah.
But it's when Eminem got most songs going crazy.
But and it's also I think a lot of it
not
comes
in Drake, just in pop songs.
and it's also I think kind of like it comes from like where they cut their teeth at, right? Because when you talk about somebody like Eminem, one of the biggest
Battling niggas everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. He was one of the biggest
Shout
artists.
out to J.U. Ice.
Right. One of the biggest, one of the highest selling artists of all time is Eminem.
Yeah.
But he came up battle rapping.
Yes.
They know saying the hip hop Olympics type shit. Battling niggas like Juice.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Drake came up getting shot, put in the wheelchair at Degrassi High. It's okay.
Yeah. But it's a different and I think there's so like
That's all right.
there's a different element when you talk about like that pure hip hop and what motherfuckers recognize.
It's like one of your sons growing up, you got twin boys.
right.
One of them grows up to be a punter. One of them grows up to be a quarterback.
Or ballet dancer.
The quarterback's making a lot of money,
Right.
but the punter's making a lot of money too, and it's necessary. Both are necessary. So it's not like I'm dissing one over the other. Drake is nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
When
100%.
Drake rap, he one of my favorites, dog. Like when Drake rap on songs, like I just hit the switch. You know what I'm saying? When he hitting it like that.
Gee, them timestamp records.
Yeah, them timestamp
records,
but
bro.
when he singing and crying over bitches, I don't want to hear.
See now let me just make this point clear, right?
Shit.
Because I don't really fuck with Drake like that. Just because like nigga, it's like sad. Like how many bitches broke your heart?
It's a breakup
you know what I'm
music.
saying?
Marvin Room is one of the most hating ass songs ever written.
Ever.
Fuck that nigga. You sound like a lame, bro.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So it's so a lot of that shit I just can't relate to at all.
Yeah.
And I recognize that a lot of the music that he makes is pop. You know what I'm saying? But like for me, he still has a place in hip hop. For me personally, just because
he created he created a subgenre in hip hop. But when you say is he hip hop, I just don't get that from. I get seller of music, seller of product. Because the same way they defend Drake, Mc.Hammer. Exactly.
So you know the funny.
Exactly. See what I'm saying, though?
You know the funny because we was having this
Vanilla Ice. Pop or hip hop?
Pop, absolutely. But MC.Hammer and Vanilla Ice, two very different things. We was having this conversation not that long ago.
Yep.
Why?
Because nigga, so when you talk about what motherfuckers cut, like the cloth that they cut from. Now, Hammer definitely he might have been like the first pop rapper.
The nigga sold Popeyes popcorn
jumping up and
KFC
shit.
chicken and Pepsi.
But that's what. But that's
Endorsements.
But that's why niggas used to think Hammer was soft because of that. But then niggas forgot that Hammer was from East Oakland.
Yeah, but see, fuck all that. I'm not talking about where he from and how many niggas he could beat up. I'm saying today, what would Vanilla Ice and Mc.Hammer be considered? Wouldn't nobody look at them as no true? They'd be like, these pop
years, yeah.
Motherfucker had a song called Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go.
Yeah.
And y'all was singing it. Not necessarily because it was dope. They played it so much. Like Mc.Hammer, I wasn't an Mc.Hammer fan, but you heard his shit on the radio every day.
Nigga, they still play Too Legit to Quit at NBA stadiums, nigga.
Yeah.
You still hear that shit.
But see, I like the beginning Hammer, where he was in the alley pumping up.
Yeah. That turned this mother out. Yeah.
But now that you got on, have you seen her?
Oh, wow.
I lost me.
Yeah.
Nigga pumps in the bump.
Amazing record.
Hey, but when that nigga was,
So hold on, the only thing I ain't like, I'm glad they reshot the video.
they had that zebra nigga.
Because when I was playing dominoes and that motherfucker had to sit next to me in his drawers with some fingerless gloves on, I'd have got up and said, hey, Adam, all these motherfucking women in here, you want to sit next to me talking about just gotta get it.
You know,
I'm doing that. I'm with my drawers on.
There are certain events that I wish I could have just been a fly on the wall. Because I just want to know what was the decision-making process.
For that?
When this nigga said, all right, for the video, I'm going to get oiled up. I'm going to have on the zebra speedy, a zebra speedy. It was leopard speedo.
And some boots.
With some boots on, with some gloves.
Fingerless gloves, weightlifting gloves,
Right.
and some shades.
You know what I'm saying? Like who was the think tank?
was trying to
Like,
cross
who did he run
genres
this
and
by?
shit.
Or
And
did he
this
just
shit finna kill him, son.
Or did he just come outside and everybody was just like, oh shit, well, we got to go with
It's
it?
Hammer's house.
Right.
Then I'm going to come by the domino table and sit next to one of my homies and body roll while y'all playing dominoes. No, you're not. Hammer's not going to do that.
I'm not going to be in that shot, Joe.
Yeah, fuck
I ain't going to
you.
be in that shot.
Hey,
Well, kick me out the group then.
I think the big difference between like hip hop and pop is like one is from the street, one is of the street. Like you like a Wu-Tang, a Eric B, or Rakim, you know they from the street, or at least they pull it off. Whereas a Drake, he can rap about the streets, but you can tell he's not.
Well, I just think Drake is the perfect purveyor of what pop is. If you can understand what I'm saying. He takes cultures and brings them to the forefront. Yeah. Afrobeats was around before Drake came, but when Drake takes it and makes a whole album based off that, same way Beyonce does, it puts it in a different light.
He's a shifter. He's a shifter of culture.
That's why Papa Can was so upset with him when he did all of the Jamaican reggae stuff, and Papa Can was like, "Yo, you do this, but then at the same time." You don't put none of us on the tracks and show no love. So it's almost like you culture vulturing us to make big. New Orleans, Iggy, all that music. When he did that album with Kiki, do you like that whole album was inspired by the N.O. bounce sound. It's like he takes genres and pushes them to the forefront, which is what a pop artist does. My thing is like, me personally as an artist, and I think this is what, and I may be wrong, and people might say I'm a fucking dickhead for saying this, but I think with Drake being half Jewish, half black, he wants this side to accept him. Yeah, and when he doesn't get that acceptance, he gets mad. Like, it gets mad. Instead of just saying, hey, shit, I'm dope. Y'all gonna fuck with me. Y'all gonna fuck with me. Y'all not. Y'all not. Right. You know what I'm saying? You don't take a stance on shit. Black Lives Matter and all that shit. We don't hear you. Yeah, you know, that's a part of being hip hop. Like you had these artists coming for us, like fuck that shit. Yeah. Like when you hear Drake music, what do you like if I hear a Black Thought song, I know it's gonna be talking about some shit that's going on. When I hear Pusha T, for 10 years all we didn't talk about is drugs. That's what we doing. When I hear Rick Ross, boom. When I hear Meek Mill, we talking about this street life shit. Yeah. But when I hear Drake, what's the message? Bitches and partying? Okay, if that's it. Yeah. Cool. That's popular. Everybody don't sell drugs.
Yeah, but who are you though? Who are you for real?
Like,
no, I agree with that.
Which side do you resonate with? Because I know you love your mom, but your mom's Jewish. Your dad black. I brought up the thing where he put on the blackface, right? He went crazy on me. I said, I'm saying that to say this, right? This is one of well, he was only 19. I was like, he was smart
enough
enough
to
to
know.
know
You old enough to know
that
better.
I shouldn't have did that
Yeah,
shit. He was trying to be controversial and the shit backfired. Right? But what I'm saying is, this is why another reason why I just feel like Drake is pop. He survived that.
Yeah. Yeah.
He survived because the powers that be who we make money for, like,
Don't worry.
And also, another hit is just right around the corner.
right around.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm saying he's an amazing artist.
Yeah.
It takes skill.
Yeah.
To constantly put out, and not just hits. I'm talking about top 5, number one.
Indeed.
I remember in
The
the
man's
interview.
dope.
In the interview, he did open up, even on, I think, to me, because we talked about this last pod when I first saw Drake at SIU, and he said in an interview how, and even on the song, he was just talking about like I never really felt loved or get accepted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because my mom was white, y'all always bring that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And that irritates me. That it makes me mad.
And he works, and he was like, as an artist, you have to take your time to do what you got to do. And I think Drake purposely, like, he is one of those artists that is always going to find something to push him different. You can't rap about the exact same thing for so many albums, so you have to kind of switch up. You give him a dance record, you give him some house music, you give him some bars. Because I mean, it's footage of him saying his favorite rapper is Fonte from Little Brother.
From Little Brother.
And
You know what I'm saying?
he really low key took Fonte's whole style.
And they got a song together.
Hey,
Well,
but guess
damn.
what? I'm not homophobic. I got gay friends.
What?
That's how that sounded to me.
Yeah, that's real.
I shouldn't have to. I should not have to validate who I am by telling you who my friends are.
Facts.
Okay.
I'm
All
never
facts.
gonna do that. You either believe me or you motherfucking don't.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say like it's just like when white people are like, well, I have black friends. And
Well, it sounds like he
fuck that
just.
mean?
Yeah, I
It
mean-
sounds like he's had a whole career trying to be accepted to prove a point.
And my
That's what
point,
it sounds like.
and this is my point with Drake. It's kind. I learned this talking. Shout out to Wayne Brady. I would put Wayne Brady like how he gets treated, how he got treated early in his career, similar to how Drake's being treated right now. Wayne Brady said it was so tough for him being a black guy that did theater but did comedy, didn't take the normal route, was funny. The guys on the chitlin circuit looked at him crazy. Oh, you a whitewashed Negro. When he wasn't, Wayne Brady's like, I'm as black as any of y'all, man. But because I know how to play classical piano, I know how to do this, you look at me crazy. And that's a problem that we have in our communities. He said, but both my parents black, ain't, and I had to prove myself. He said, I just got to a point where I was like, fuck it, I'm going to be great. Y'all going to fuck with me or y'all ain't. Period. So when I did the Dave Chappelle skit, I guess working with Dave validated.
Right.
You know
But
what
that
I'm saying?
skit was crazy. Hey, it's Wayne Brady, bitch. Like, he just
And he said, I helped write that skit.
Yeah, no.
So you see what I'm saying? So like with Drake, it's like, I think Drake would be happy if somebody like, you think of one of the most backpackiest motherfuckers, man, Drake Cole, jump on this song with me and do this. And then Drake be like, nah, what else I gotta do? What else I gotta do for y'all to love me? Instead of Drake just saying, man, fuck y'all. I'm gonna keep making this money. I'm gonna keep putting these hits out. You like me, you like me. You don't, you don't. And that's the attitude I like to see him take because he's a rock star.
But I think that's just part of who he is.
Yeah.
And that's like why we've gotten all the history we've gotten from him and why like a lot of the shit that resonates with people, excuse me, are those sad songs.
Okay.
Are they, because he holds on to shit. He's emotional.
Yeah, like-
you know what I'm saying? Like he's
out.
he's probably always gonna be longing for that acceptance. Even with the way he grew up. He grew up with his white mother. He didn't see his black father a lot.
And from
he's
Memphis.
Like a lot of niggas did.
Right. I say, damn.
But even
Should have tempered your steel, nigga.
Right.
but you
Make me cry,
you got
Papa
this
was a rolling
right.
stone.
But you got this black father down here in America, and you growing up white as fucking Canada.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You about as far away from black life as you can possibly be.
Yeah.
But now you making your way.
She's been with them niggas in Alaska.
Right. Right. Them niggas gangbanging in Alaska. But
we did an episode.
Hey, all bullshit aside, you ever been?
Oh, shit.
Anchorage
I
boys,
picked you up, though.
them Indian boys, them indigenous boys out there, get down.
it's a hood everywhere. It's a
Well,
hood
goddamn.
everywhere. Don't-
Shout out to my man Kenny Howe, found out where to find some weed. Soon as we got off the plane, he was like, some niggas waiting.
Wait, you was in Alaska?
Yeah, we did. We do shows in Alaska all the time. Remember Spank Buddha?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Spank Buddha was doing radio up there, and the station that he worked for used to throw these comedy shows, and we used to go during the winter solstice, and they used to tell us, when you get in, go to your room and take a nap, because it's dark out here, because we're in the winter solstice, so it'll throw you off.
Right.
Your body, you're going to come
because it's going to be dark all the time.
It's going to be dark all the time, so go rest, nigga. Don't think like this. And Spank Buddha we used to come out there all the time.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Spank Buddha. Shout out to Damon Williams.
I had no idea nigga Spank Buddha was doing radio in Alaska.
Yeah, it was nice out there too.
That's
when
crazy.
When he left here, he went out there and took control of Anchorage, dog. He was rocking out there.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Man, that's nuts. So when did you start? Oh, go ahead.
No, he was.
I didn't forget.
No, you were saying about Drake when growing up. In,
yeah. So he grew up about as far away from black life as you could possibly be. Yeah. But you're making your way in what you're doing now. You ingrained yourself in black culture because that's what hip hop is. It's black culture. You know what I'm saying? But it's almost like I was having the same conversation with a friend of mine about Colin Kaepernick, right? Now, Colin Kaepernick did not grow up thinking he was black, right? You know what I'm saying? Colin Kaepernick found out he was black about 2 weeks before he started taking the knee. You know what I'm saying? And so, but he kind of found himself like he was fighting and didn't really understand exactly what he was fighting for. He taking this stance, but this really wasn't your life, dog. You know what I'm saying?
That's why he caught so much flack after everything happened, and then you came back and said, I want to come back into the NFL.
Right.
I want to do this. I want to do that. Then you move your testing. That's why a lot of people started looking at you crazy.
Because you really
took the Nike money.
Right. But the thing is this really wasn't your life.
Right.
And so you always trying to prove yourself, so you going extra hard. It's the same thing with Drake.
Right.
Drake is always gonna feel like he got something
That's
to prove.
parallel.
You know what I'm saying? Because because that's the way he grew up.
Drake should be like Drake mindset should be like Logic's. Logic stopped giving a fuck what y'all think. I'm just gonna make this music, get this money. Remember how many people shit on Logic?
Joe Budden can't stand that.
Right, but Logic don't even answer them no more. I'm just gonna go make another $1 million, or I'm gonna retire, get out y'all hair. I'm gonna come in here, get this money. Now I'm not saying what you think is right or whatever. I'm just saying I know if I ever got in a position where I'm here and y'all niggas had something to say about what I was doing, and I know I wasn't doing nothing against the culture, but you be like, oh, this nigga ain't doing it. All right, bro. Because I know what Leon does. Like, Drake know what he does. Drake, if you know you nice, why are you letting this shit bother you?
Hey, I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't give a fuck now. I know who the fuck I am. I don't give a fuck what anybody has to say.
It's like Goofy of the Day, right?
Oh, shit.
As a writer, I always have my doubts about doing it every day. You want to know why? Because I don't never want nobody to say I stole nothing from Charlamagne.
Oh, the donkey shit.
Donkey of the Day.
Yeah.
But when the powers that be came to me, he's like, yeah, we want you to do a play off that, but make it Chicago. I was like, well, Chicago, we say Goofy.
Right.
And they was just excited. And it took off. But for me, every day doing it, I feel like.
You feel like you biting.
Nah, fuck all that, dog.
That's real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real shit.
That's just me.
Yeah.
That's just me.
That's some real nigga shit.
And it's like nobody else feels that way because it's like, it's a radio bit. I'm like, it's still a bit.
I never compared the two till you said that, bro.
I would
really
never
didn't.
I would never do a birthday song. Who did it better than the band? I would like for me. It's like.
Who's that on the birthday line?
Come on, man. That shit was cold.
Even though Doug Banks used to do that shit too. Not like the Bad Boys did it though.
He used to take the Key Sweat shit.
That I wanna, yeah, man. That shit used to,
But once again,
that was his thing. That was
his thing.
Yeah.
Signature.
Right.
Indeed.
And I guess that's what I mean about Drake. What is your signature?
Because he doesn't have an identity.
Having a gray area. That's his signature.
Nas's
gray
signature
area.
is one of the greatest storytellers and MCs to ever do it.
Ever.
Yeah.
Big signature. Big, tall, black dude made fat boys popular, even though I would argue Heavy D did, but Big was the ugly version.
I'll give
of
it
the
to
big
Heavy
guy.
D.
And Heavy D also never cursed.
Heavy D
never
Heavy
cursed.
D was dude. I fucks with Heavy D heavy when I was shorty.
One of my first beige Americans I loved.
No, I mean, Heavy D was, man, I loved Heavy D music, man. Rest in peace. But what I'm saying is, to me, he was the original big fly guy.
Yeah.
Big just came and made it for the ugly big black dudes to win, and he was nice.
Yeah, had one of the illest flows ever.
Yeah,
I would say
Biggie put you in a whole nother
I
round.
compare Drake to LeBron. Even though you score more points than anybody in the NBA, people still question whether or not you're a good scorer.
Absolutely. That's a
because
great,
because he ain't Mike. He ain't never gonna be Mike.
Well, damn, he just
No one can beat Mike.
he just clarified that. Goddamn.
Here comes good old Mr. Asshole right here to stir some shit up. You right. LeBron will never be Mike.
I agree.
Kobe will never be Mike.
Yeah.
Nobody will ever be Mike because Mike is his own person.
Exactly.
When it's all said and done, and they close the record books, the only thing Mike will have on Buddy is chips. And for me, that's a team accolade. When I say Mike is the GOAT, I don't use rings as the determining factor because Bill Russell had more rings.
Facts.
Kareem had a lot of rings. Magic got a lot of rings, and that's a team effort. I say Mike is the GOAT because nobody in the history of the league had an impact on seasons like Mike did. When you do shit like when offensive scoring champion of the year,
And
league
defensive.
MVP,
And
defensive player of the year, first team all defense,
Scoring
first team
title.
all pro. When you do that shit in 1 year, that means I am the ultimate nigga. Y'all can't fade me. And he did that like 2 or 3 times in his career.
Indeed.
So for me, and then to create a shoe that my dumb
Still,
ass,
man.
your dumb ass, and a couple of you dumb niggas over here done bought the same pair of
Yes,
patent leather
30
levers
years
that
later,
came
nigga.
out. Yeah, I looked at it, I said, why do I have 2 pair of cool grays? Leon, you stupid motherfucker. These are still fresh. You got another pair. There's nothing different. It's the same thing. Mike got me. Put the same colorway out
For the
5 years
220.
later.
220.
For the 220, hot? No, I
hey.
fucked around and missed the original drop. Had to go on GOAT, get them for 325.
But you know what?
Damn.
You know what it is. You know what I think a lot of this has to do with. So you know, what I'm saying, for one, I agree with everything you said about Mike. Like, and also with Mike. Before I make this next point, well, for me,
shit.
it's always been the eye test, right?
Indeed.
When you saw Mike, you just seen him will his team. Mike wasn't going to fucking lose. Once he got to that mountaintop, he wasn't coming down. You wasn't knocking him off. One shit you gonna be able to do. And LeBron, while he's still great,
The only reason I get mad at that, bro, because Mike, and I don't care what nobody say, man, Utah would get run the fuck off the floor by the Golden State Warriors 73-19. They would run them motherfuckers off, and I love, and don't give me the whole, what rules are we playing by? Man, it don't matter when somebody coming 2 steps past half court, letting that bitch go. And that's when Clay would have had his best too.
Yeah,
And then
that's right.
Draymond did the dirty work. Draymond would have linked up with Karl Malone. They'd have had fun together.
That's right.
And
That's
John Stockton would have got his ass bust. Jeff Hornacek would have got his ass bust.
because they couldn't
Oh,
stick
shit.
to him.
They couldn't guard them people.
That's
now,
right.
The Portland team, Jordan beat. Great. One Hall of Fame on there.
Yeah.
Clyde Drexler.
Yep, Clyde Drexler.
They beat the San Antonio Spurs, the first team LeBron went up with when he got his first loss.
Yeah.
That legendary team, Sean Elliott, David. Come on, man.
So okay, so let me.
LeBron done had to play some fucking. The only team that I give you that, and even still, people shit on that team, but that team was good. That Dallas Maverick team, wow, motherfuckers, stop playing, man. They had the Matrix.
Yeah.
They was loaded.
They was.
Dirk was just that motherfucker, but they was loaded.
Yeah.
They didn't have no bullshit team.
Jason Kidd was on them.
That probably was the weakest team out of all the teams Bron played in the finals.
Yeah.
Or no, maybe the Miami Heat team. I'm talking about Bubble.
Yeah.
Bubble
I
chip.
know what you're talking about.
Bubble chip.
But the point I was about to make though.
Uh-huh.
So when you talk about when you make those comparisons, like so you got Drake and LeBron, right?
Yeah.
So when you talk about their levels of stardom, the timelines, they're pretty adjacent, right? And when you talk about somebody like Michael Jordan, you know, and somebody like Nas, or even like somebody like Jay-Z,
Right.
like the eras that they came in,
It's different.
and the levels of stardom, but also the lack of access, right? Because LeBron and Drake can hear everybody's opinion,
Yep.
not just the media.
That's
You know what I'm
real.
saying? Not just people who writing for motherfucking The Source or Vibe or Sports Illustrated
And some
or the Sun
12-year-old
Times.
kid in
Right.
his mama basement.
And these niggas on Twitter looking at all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And so-
Kevin Durant answered back. That's why he can never be a GOAT.
Right,
He
yeah,
arguing with
because
motherfuckers.
there's no fucking way in hell, nigga. I'm
And I love KD, but he be arguing. You arguing with 12-year-olds.
he be in his feelings. But so that's
the
the
Drake
thing.
song.
Like, so it's
Fuck you
almost
up on the
like,
water
man, in that era, So you talk about Rakim, right? My first concert ever was Nas at the Congress.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? At the Congress fucking theater when It Was Written came out.
And they ain't never repainted that building since then.
That shit still, I was just in that, but that shit still look exactly the fucking same.
The Congress?
The Congress theater, nigga.
Oh, yeah.
That was what motherfucking, and Common was there. Nigga, it was, we got 2 songs into the concert. Common came on stage, him and Nas going back and forth. A nigga hop on stage, security come knock this nigga clean off the stage, concert over. But point being is, when you saw somebody like Nas, it was almost like you were seeing, he was almost like a myth. Like this nigga, he was just like this lyricist that was just came out of nowhere. And he had his crazy album. He was so highly touted, but you couldn't.
Like a unicorn.
Exactly, but you couldn't touch him.
Right.
Right, like Mike. You know what I'm saying? Like even we grew up in the same city with him. You couldn't touch him. Mike was like a superhero.
Well, the players even say that. They say when I met him, it was like it was like meeting Jesus.
Yeah,
like he had
yeah.
an aura around him. I couldn't fucking.
I'll never forget, nigga. The old Shark Bar, which became 212 over the river.
212 over
This
the
was
river.
not long after Mike retired. I will never forget this shit for as long as I live. Because this when I was doing sound. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the night, I used to have to come pick up the speakers and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Who was the guy you
With
worked
Mike James. Shout out to Mike James.
I bet you know my father-in-law. Every nigga I know do sound on my father.
Probably. We'll talk, you know what I'm saying?
No, we had Danny Lee.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm talking about I done had motherfuckers cuss me out. I did a comedy show in St. Louis, not to cut you off.
Yeah.
And I told him the sound dude, I was like, I'm always amazed by that shit, the board and shit. He was like, yeah, I've been doing this for a while. I said, yeah, my father-in-law do sound. He was like, yeah? Who's your father-in-law? Like, yeah, everybody do sound. I said, Danny Lee. He's like, why the fuck aren't you doing sound? I'm like, nigga, because that ain't my daddy. I wasn't around. It's my white father. I just met the motherfucker 5 years ago. Nigga, what you talking about?
Yeah. No, definitely. So, but, all right, so I come here, and like, you remember, there was 2 levels, right?
Yeah.
So I come down in the first level, and it's like, nobody's there. Like, niggas ain't even at the bar. Like, there's no bartenders there. So I'm like, what the fuck? Somebody run past me, right? So I stop him. I grab him. Like, hey, man. wait, what the fuck is going on? Because you see a nigga running past you. Ain't nobody else here? Like, I'm trying to make sure it's safe. You know what I'm saying? I grabbed the motherfucker. Nigga like, Mike upstairs. So of course when niggas say Mike, you know who the fuck he talking about,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know it was a back staircase. Where, like, you know what I'm saying? So I go up the back staircase, right? So you know in the VIP area at the old Shark Bar was in the front.
Yeah.
It was a little rail. They had couches up there, right? When I tell you Mike is up there with whoever he with, which obviously Michael Jordan is the tallest nigga in there at this point, so you can see Mike, right? When I tell you nobody's dancing. Nobody is partying.
Looking up.
Everybody is just staring at fucking Michael Jordan, bro.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but we are not allowed to revere people like that no more. Because with all the media, with all the outlets, everybody is really looking to tear a motherfucker down.
Wow.
Because that's what sells. Because everybody don't want to hear about the greatness.
Right.
Everybody doesn't want to hear about the tall tales and the myths. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, just think about it. Even when you purchase music, man, the best fun I used to have was reading liner notes. Pulling that thing out the CD and looking at who made the beat and all that. Then they had a lyric sometimes.
Right. And so
you don't have none of that now.
But that allows you to build almost your own narrative of the artist in your mind. Yeah. Now you don't even get the chance to do that because you got a million other fucking narratives out there that you're being inundated with all the fucking time. So there is no separation. Just like when Michael Jackson we talked about. Niggas used to faint at the sight of this shit.
Bro, hey, look, hold on. I actually do this in my show now because I'm a member of the Bee-Hive. I got converted.
Oh,
Past
shit.
summer.
You went to the show?
Well, what? Oh, my God. Motherfucker lost my mind, man. When the first one, I was like, I was only going because my wife asked me to go with it. She said, it's a theme. I said, I'm not wearing that shit, man. I'm throwing my
You had no silver on
throwing
it?
my little
Right,
Jimmy
the boots and
Buffett
shit.
Hawaiian shirt and some cargo shorts and some flip-flops, motherfucker.
Damn,
in the building.
no socks.
So when we come in, little gay dude, he linked up on the wall with his little Captain and Tennille hat on, silver blouse, and his little white boy shorts and boots. I thought he was posing for a picture, but the motherfucker was just
Just chilling.
sunbathing. So we walk past. This really happened. We walk past, and all of a sudden I hear, yes, bitch, you ate. And then my wife turned around and she was like, "You ate too, girl." Woo 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 the bam. And I was like, "Who ate what?" I'm
It's a whole language.
So they going back. So all you hear is yes, bitches everywhere. Yes, bitch. Yes, bitch. Yes, bitch. Bitch. And I'm like, hey man, can somebody translate for me? Because I don't speak sissy. Help me out. So then the little dude gonna say, I guess somebody thought, I guess somebody forgot that it was a thing. I was like, oh, that's a shot.
They take that shit serious.
Man, fuck you, man. Your outfit ain't shit.
Right.
He flipped his little fan open in front of and it said shush on it. I was mad.
Wow.
That nigga shush you with a fan.
Wow. What the fuck?
So,
I would have went home.
No, fuck that. Not what we pay for these. Watch this shit. Hell yeah. Man, we get that, man. From the production alone, I was like, she different. And I didn't know, I'm going to be honest, I didn't know Beyonce actually sang. I thought she was under the Britney Spears Act.
Lip singing.
Man, that mom told everybody to be quiet and went Acapulco and said, and did some like opera shit. And I was sitting up in this motherfucker like, man, this motherfucker's cold. Jay get to sleep with that every night. This is amazing. By the end of the show, when she be on the Diamond Horse, we in Soldier Field now, and all of a sudden she just took off in the air. I said, how the fuck they doing that? We in an open air stadium. How the fuck? I said, she for real in my eyes, nigga. I almost started crying.
Damn.
I'm a part of the Bee-Hive.
Had your fan that said, wow.
I was dancing, telling motherfuckers, you ate, bitch. They was like, well, you didn't wear the thing, but I guess. I'm like, thank you. I'm Bee-Hive. So look, here's the thing, though. I say that to say this. When you talk about Michael Jackson, the only reason I don't put B in front of Mike, if Mike is one, she like one AA, right? Is because Beyonce made gay men cry and women cry. Mike made grown, straight men in Budapest, part of the Budapest army, break down in tears. When I seen that shit they did, it was I think it was a live concert he did, and when the motherfucker flew in with the jetpack, First of all, the motherfucker flew in
on a jetpack.
I think that was at Wembley Stadium,
and said I wanted to do it. Like, it's not no stunt, man. I'm gonna go from here to here on the jetpack. Teach me how to work the motherfucker. Flew in, they took all the shit off of him. And the guards that was standing in the front, I said, this motherfucker got soldiers crying, man. Because they was about to go fight or something, so they had the whole battalion that these motherfuckers crying. He started singing Ben and shit. And them motherfuckers was in tears. And I said, that's why Mike is the coldest.
Dude, Mike was so cool. All his live concerts, you can find them on YouTube.
But I think B is probably the closest thing to it, especially when it comes. But you notice you don't hear shit from B.
No.
She don't be out there. She don't allow herself to be open for public consumption the way a Drake does, the way a LeBron does, the way a KD does.
And I used to argue with a couple of my coworkers back in the day. I said, listen, these celebrities, they was like, it's tough concealing a relationship when you're a celebrity. I said, no, it's not. These motherfuckers be wanting y'all to know they doing that. 100%. I said, I didn't even know what Jay and Beyonce twins fucking look like till they damn near 3. I never saw anything. So you can keep whatever you want to out of the public eye. You put that shit out there to remain relevant.
Hey, that nigga Derek Jeter played for the Yankees for 20 years in the biggest media market in the world, in the biggest city in the world, in the busiest city in the world, and was fucking all types of top.
Never knew who he was dating.
And you never knew shit about it. Nope. Never do nothing about it.
Until he finally said, all right, look, I'm going to marry Shorty and move to Florida.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to keep that shit solid, if you want to keep it a secret.
George Clooney.
I just don't be believing that shit when they say it's hard being a celebrity and being in a relationship. So no, it's not. You want people to know that y'all arguing so y'all stay relevant. Or either you trying to apply pressure to your significant other to do right.
No one knew Jay and Beyonce had real issues until Lemonade came out.
And elevator
well, there was also the elevator incident, but that shit got leaked online.
But even that though, you was just like, why she swinging on him? And we didn't know what it was.
You speculating, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was. You know what I'm saying?
And then after it got talked about, the shit went away.
Because they didn't give them nothing to keep it going. You know, so they not running, subtweeting, doing little dumbass shit,
not following each other.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, right?
He'll come out with a song like Families fight.
Right. But so that's what I'm saying. So like that, I don't think, and even with Beyonce, you know what I'm saying, because of the internet, like you still have the people that are trying to detract or do whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you just don't have, like you said, like people like Michael Jackson and Michael Jordan at those times were like gods amongst men. But like, you just won't have that no more.
But like to come full circle back to what we was originally talking about though in Drake. Yeah. Drake can be one of those people. But like at the end of the day, he got to get out of his own way. Yeah. You worried about shit like that, or you worried about whether or not motherfuckers consider you hip hop? Man, I wouldn't give a fuck. Hey, when did y'all want me to do what? Make a jingle about
he always
20 million? Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. He always puts what he's going through in his songs.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, do that. Yeah. Put it in your song. But stop really giving a fuck outside of that. Right. Let that be your therapy. Yeah. You know, make a song like They Don't Like Me Because I'm Jewish. Yeah. And it'll probably be a hit.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I'm saying? It'll probably be a hit. I said Drake is the only person I know of that took a diss song and made it a club tune.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I don't think nobody else ever did
that. And see, that's another reason. I'm glad you brought that up because that was another point. What? Because one of the core elements of being an MC is battling. Yeah. And Drake, it's a few niggas that done killed niggas the way Drake has. Motherfucking what LL Cool J did to Kool Moe Dee. What Nas did to Jay-Z. Yeah. And what motherfucking Drake did to Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? Killed him.
Man, like, he made it a club record.
Right, you know what I'm saying? And dropped back to back. Before he could come out with another song, he ain't dropped another one on it. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But this is why I say Drake. This is why I go back to my pop argument. Yeah. Ether and Takeover were not songs that got heavy radio play.
Facts.
Drake literally made back-to-back with the intention of it being on the radio. And, it was still, and that's what I mean about the pop element of it. Like,
that's real.
Like when because first of all, the first songs that both of them wrote was trash. The Undertaker shit was garbage. Yeah. And the light shit Drake wrote, Light Bulb, that shit was trash. Yeah. But when Drake wrote back-to-back, when he wrote that song, it was bitches twerking behind him. He knew.
Hey,
I'm not saying the lines wasn't dope, but none of that. But he literally wrote that song with the intentions of this going straight to radio. I don't care about it being played in the club. Whereas when Nas wrote Ether, you fucking niggas play this in the club. I want the nation to hear this.
The first shit was fuck Jay-Z.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. But just like when Pac wrote Hit 'Em Up. I think Pac wrote that saying like, this gonna get played on the radio. I know it's not. That's why I fuck you. Stop the song up. That's why I fuck your bitch.
Intro.
It's funny as hell because the first time my daughter heard that shit, she was like, man, Pac was angry.
It was sheer disrespect.
Yeah.
Fuck your bitch and you click your claim.
Right.
Like you know, when you think about the great diss songs, like, you know, you could tell, even with LL, right? Yeah. Like LL wrote songs like To the Break of Dawn and all that stuff. Jack the Ripper wasn't no song we was looking to hear on the radio. The culture received that though, and that's what I'm saying. It's a different vibe, a different schematic, a different stuff. I'll put it like this: I don't never see the powers that be letting Drake stand in a battle rap ring with anybody and have to spit bars for 3 rounds a cappella because it would ruin his. Like one of these
start singing.
Now I will give respect to Joe Budden for this. Yeah. He was the only one that said, I'll go in as a signed artist and battle one of you niggas. And he battled the best at the time. It was Hollow the Don. Yeah. Now he did do some whole shit and walk off. Right. But he felt like he wasn't getting a fair shake. And I got it because the battle community was like boo, boo,
boo, because you're not really one of us.
Right. But he was saying some shit.
Yeah, but Joe Budden is a battle rapper though.
But Joe Budden can also really spit too.
Yeah.
But that's what. But see, let's circle it back to even when Drake had his beef with him. The first thing the fans go to is, you ain't had a hit, you don't make no money. We're not talking about that. Yeah. We are talking about the sport of MCing and what can you do. It's just like anybody in here that ever hooped or played sports, right? You got niggas in the league that know how to do it consistently, and that's why they are who they are. But you got a motherfucker that played 2 years at King, went to JUCO college, got kicked out, and one of them pro niggas coming to there, they can get 50 handed to him on any night from this dude. Now, this dude just don't do it consistently.
Right.
But he hoop.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying is like, you know, we gotta learn how, like Drake has to just learn to say, like, look, y'all ain't gonna never accept me as being one of these dudes.
Yeah.
But I'm this nigga over here.
Be
and
who
I'm
you are.
cold. And can't none of y'all
one of
say
them. I'm
nothing
one of
about-
those.
I'm one of those.
And be secure with that shit.
I'm
Stand
a
on it.
1%er.
Yeah.
And y'all can do with that whatever y'all want to, but stop looking for acceptance from some people who, quite frankly, probably ain't gonna never really accept you.
Never give it to you. You ain't never gonna get it.
Man, brother, this has been a great fucking. This we like over 2 hours.
Oh yeah, I knew it had to have been, because we've been talking for a long time.
But before,
it's good shit though.
yeah. Before I get out of here,
What did we learn today?
Well, popsicles.
Dicks.
Make sure you open your own paper.
And you went right into it.
Make sure you open your own paper.
You ain't tried to distance yourself from that shit
I'm
at all.
just saying, hey, I've been to some parties where I'm like, hold on, I don't want to take that blunt because I don't know where your mouth was.
he lives a while. He's
Yeah. He live a wild life. This is
That's one of them niggas that go to Hito by itself. Don't matter who that.
Yeah.
The senior citizens nude sunbathing competition. And he ain't Hito like,
I'm gonna get a blowjob and a discount,
yes,
nigga. What you
sir.
talking about?
With no teeth.
Well, damn.
get a gum job, nigga. That's it.
Hey, you know, I wanted to ask you, man. When did you? Before we get out of here, recently, like dude. I've been to a couple of parties, and I've seen you take the crowd from people just chilling at the bar, just hanging out, and then like 20, 30 minutes, everybody's on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Like, where did you create that? Because I've always known you as a comedian, and then when I started seeing you DJing like 10, 15 years, I think, right?
Yeah. This be year 13.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh shit. Because around that same time, Happy started DJing as well too.
So,
but y'all like music lovers, and you
that's where it
are a
started.
music lover.
I got records for days, CDs. When I was in the military, that's all we did was buy records. You had shit else to do, so we sat around, listened to. So I'm a fan of a certain era, and I'm guilty of that. Like, I really don't play a lot of the trap shit, all that shit, and I let people know I'm more of an old school. My fucking love kind of stops at 2000, 2005. I mean, I'll play it if you need it. I know what to play. I listen to the shit every day.
Right.
But for me, you know, I'm a boot camp click guy.
Shit.
I'm Black Moon. I'm Smith and Wesson. I'm Das Effects. I'm that
God.
era.
Group
I'm Mobb
Home.
Deep.
Original gun
Group-
clappers.
come on, man.
Showbiz.
Yeah, AG.
AG.
I'm all that shit. You know, the digging in the craze crew, the original
DITC.
Fat Joe. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? Lord
hey,
Finesse,
Flo Joe.
all that shit.
Hey, niggas, Fat Joe, them first few
Come on,
albums,
man.
Jealous Ones, Envy,
Hard.
motherfucker, that Jose nigga,
Hard.
Oh my god,
You know,
motherfucker, Don Cartagena. I'm sorry,
Oh, yeah, no. Ultramagnetic MCs. I'm with
Cool
all
Keith,
that.
nigga.
Ultramagnetic,
Oh,
wow.
yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm an equalizer, known to be graphic. I call static, breaking up traffic. A lot of people don't keep that bars.
Cool Keith was that nigga.
You know,
Yeah,
so
Cool Keith was.
I'm into that. So when I first started, didn't get a warm welcome. I reached out to certain people to kind of like who I dug, and I kind of wanted them to mentor me, and they kind of like, and I get it. When you feel like somebody's coming into your craft and you thinking they just trying to make a quick buck, but I really
Love music.
admired, and I really admired the art of a DJ, because I think
did.
DJs and comedians one and the same.
Indeed, that's
Tell
crazy.
tell the wrong joke, lose the crowd.
Indeed.
Play a wrong song, lose the dance floor. So I kind of feel like we're controllers of a room.
Wow.
One just uses music, one just uses his voice, and I'm like, why not being a comedian combine the two? So
Like Voltron.
yeah, so my man DJ Dollar Bill gave me my first mixer.
DJ
man.
Dollar Bill.
I never forget. He said, "Man, listen, buy you some tables. We gonna work." And I started on tables. So when everybody talked that shit about Serato, I was like, nah. I started the old. We wasn't on
Indeed.
Serato then.
Right.
It was
Way
tables.
before that.
Niggas bringing in crates of
And I
records.
stayed.
Right.
I stayed to myself at the crib for 2 or 3 years before I ever came outside and let people know that I DJed, because I don't want nobody talking shit about my set.
Right.
And when I played at the Family Den one day.
Oh shit.
That was your first set? What was your first
For
set?
Big Al,
Family
Family Den,
Den.
he gave me 30 minutes. He said, I'm gonna give you 30 minutes. He said, if you suck, I'm gonna come get you. He said, but you keep mixing until I come get you. I got on, man, hour and a half later.
Nice.
He came, and Bulu Master was in there. And I know he was in there.
Tank top.
Bulu was like, was that you up there, Leon? And I was like, yeah, I was working at Power. Had just left Power at the time.
Okay.
I was over at GCI. This is about 2005, 2006. He said, nigga, because he was up next. He's like, man, you got me over here because some of the shit you was playing, I ain't heard a motherfucker spin that. And I think that was one of the things that I liked about myself. I really didn't care what the crowd thought. But if you was a DJ and you was a DJ and you said I had a great set, they could have said I suck. But I'd rather get the accolades from my peers
Indeed.
than them, which I
Just
have
like
to work
comedy.
on that because you still have to
Yeah.
entertain the crowd. But I just kept going, man. Then got into it, buying the equipment and all that. But even to this day, you know, you have your traditionalists that don't like the fact like guys like me and Happy spin. They think we just trying to get money. When no, nigga, we'll actually burn some of y'all. Cause like I watch some of the greats. Rest in peace, Timbuktu. I work with your brother. Fucking a dog with it. You know what I'm saying? I work with, I fuck with Boy Genius, my man. Like, he always give me these little tests and stuff to do. And send this to me, Leon. You know what I'm saying? Boy Genius one of them dudes. Jay Illa.
Yeah.
I respect a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Broadway Streets. I respect him. Great DJ. I love, you know, Word. Flyboy Word.
Word,
you know,
my nigga.
Vic
That's
Lloyd.
funny.
Like,
Yeah,
I
Vic
fuck with
Lloyd,
everybody. But I do understand how everybody's going to buy a controller, getting on Serato and saying they're a DJ.
Right.
I get it, because I sit back and watch. Everybody want to do comedy now.
Right.
Everybody, I took these classes for comedy.
Oh,
now
my God.
I'm gonna come in and I got 30 minutes. No, you don't. You don't have 30 minutes. You got 5 minutes of your own, 25 minutes of somebody else shit. And we gonna know it's gonna get back to us.
Right.
And, you know, or you got an hour set DJing, but 30 of it is sync button and the other 30 is slamming records.
Oh.
Can you blend? Like when I'm be in front of people like Emmanuel and P. Diddy and guys, the house guys, you know what I'm saying? Maurice Joshua, my man that go out with deoncole. It's like deoncole. Like I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, he DJ.
Hey,
Started man, killing with the house music.
Yeah.
He used to have me at AT&T on
Banging
Sunday,
that
like,
shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you put me, because I didn't know you was DJing. He was doing the house sets on IG.
at the
Man,
crib.
bro, going
yeah.
crazy
Yeah,
with that
yeah.
shit. And I think it's just hard. Same way with Drake. It's just I got to a point where I stopped trying to earn they fucking respect. I do what I do. You fuck with me, cool. You don't, cool. Because guess what? To quote what LeBron James said one day, even though it was foul, he shouldn't have said it. He said, when you wake up in the morning, you still gonna be you. And when I wake up, I'm still gonna be LeBron James.
Damn.
That was the realest shit I ever heard a motherfucker say. But you can't say that to a fan.
Nah.
But these motherfuckers pay to see you play.
But it's
But I'm
real.
like, that's some real shit.
But sometimes you gotta let motherfuckers know.
No.
Sometimes you gotta let
And exactly.
motherfuckers know. Stay in your place, nigga.
And exactly, and exactly. So when I hear DJs say like, oh yeah, he cool, but you know he get his gigs because he Leon Rodgers. So and I've earned that. Now what?
You did.
Now
I like
what,
that.
motherfucker?
Yeah,
I
'cause,
like that.
just because you cut your teeth in another arena and you built yourself a fan base and notoriety somewhere
Exactly.
else, that can open doors for other
But
things.
it ain't like when I get over here, I suck.
Yeah, but you actually work
Now I
it.
can see if I got over here and I was trash,
Right.
And then you'd be like, "Oh, this." If I was, what's my girl name? The family got the hotels. How they call her?
Paris Hilton.
Paris
When she
Hilton.
was DJing, the bitch threw
I was
her hands
I was
up,
about to say Lisa Ray.
and it was scratching going on. But
Yeah,
this
but
bitch
she-
was doing this. They was like, "That's a recorded mix." Bitch.
Right,
You
right.
ain't never heard no shit like that from me.
Right.
It ain't a genre I can't spin.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
it's a.
Nice.
I've seen some
I
DJs
do,
out here.
I do 90s hip hop. I
Yes.
do. My favorite actually is 80s new wave, spinning all that old school Duran Duran shit and all that shit, and I combine it with hip hop. So I get down with shit like that. But it's like because that's not popular
Right.
in the nightclubs downtown and all that, where they just want to hear Lil Baby and all that shit.
They wanna
back
hear
to back.
top 40 shit.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's why I created my own lane on Thursday nights with my man DJ I Am Will. We do a kickback, old school hip hop, R&B, funk, soul. We do like my man Boy Genius does with the coffee breaks. We'll play the old song, then play the song that sampled that song.
Yeah.
We
Nice.
do shit like that. We keep music alive. DJ Jay Griller that came to rock with us, Mustafa Rocks. These are people I fuck with. I got love for a lot of people, but it's some motherfuckers that just they don't like the fact that somebody sat on the bus and made you scoot over. Yeah, I'm sitting here, nigga. Yeah. I'm not walking back there.
Right.
Move over.
Right.
Because Buff's driver told me to sit here. And now I'm sitting here and you see like, oh, I can't move this nigga neither.
Right.
So it is what
you
it
earned
is.
your spot on the bus.
And I stopped worrying about what people think.
You got to. You can't let the world burn it because like.
But
nowadays,
but you can see kind of how like if it's people you respect, man.
Yeah.
And they lightweight shit on you. It can do something to you mentally if you're not strong enough.
Yeah, absolutely,
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty
absolutely.
sure if LeBron James was dope as a player as he is, if Michael Jordan constantly was to say LeBron James ain't shit, it would fuck with him.
Absolutely.
It would fuck with him
definitely
because
would.
Mike the GOAT.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like, so for you to say I ain't shit and I'm doing everything,
Right.
it would fuck with you, but you just got to come to a point where, well, fuck Mike then. Mike gonna say I ain't shit, let me show him. Let me break all his motherfucking records.
Indeed.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So it is what it is.
man, brother,
Yeah,
I really appreciate you coming.
Man,
through on this.
I'm and you know what? I want to apologize to y'all because we were supposed to do this
Oh yeah.
last week, but you know,
Hey man,
little
look,
bread came up.
Hey,
and I said,
hey.
I love
Oh,
them
okay.
niggas, but I'm
hey, bro. Hey,
you
know,
got
niggas-
to. Hey, we all out here hustling.
Yeah,
I
man.
said, so now since I've been over here, I think you know what, Addison, you might get your cat.
You still,
Man, just because we got somebody we can call to get all the info
Oh, this-
from. when
Oh,
the
yeah.
cat,
This
cat
is-
start tearing shit up.
These
They,
niggas-
you know, they ain't
these
been
niggas
out
got-
all day. They been chilling.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known you had cats if I hadn't seen that.
Yo, this
thing.
is like the first time that we've ever
For real.
recorded that
Yeah.
these motherfuckers ain't been running around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been times where if you pay
They-
close attention, they'll pop up right in here.
They ain't never been like part of the show and shit.
Yeah.
One time, I think it was like episode 3, like one of the early episodes. My cat jumped on to the counter.
And that's what I mean about cats. See, like a dog will be in here, a dog will come and sit and lay right here and be like, I'm gonna lay right here where y'all do the show. This interesting. Cats be like, I don't want to hear that shit. Man.
No, they don't.
Right. Cats
Let's
do
go
what the
back
fuck
here
they
and
want.
lick on each other.
Well, damn.
It's a freak orgy going on with your cats right now.
I've been to parties like that.
All right, it's time to go. Let's hurry up. Oh, this motherfucker.
Hey man,
We go to
Man.
break and come back, he's naked and be like, all right, Leon, I wanted to ask. Hey, man, put your clothes
Hey, he gonna
on,
come
man.
out with that fishnet tank top he got on. No, he really got one of them motherfuckers. He got a fishnet tank
You're
top.
not joking.
No, like on some full force shit. This nigga got one real, like right now, he got it in his
I'll
closet.
kick your fucking ass. Bow-legged
You want
Lou around this motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah, that nigga
Gee,
said,
yeah.
yeah, man, you know, I've been a part of shit like that.
Hey.
But no, brother, no, I don't know about that, man.
hey,
All right.
tune in some episodes. This man,
You reckless, nigga.
Oh, you have no idea.
You have no idea.
You got
Showing
no
them
idea.
freaking ween pictures.
That nigga go get his test results. He be like, his leg down. He don't stop moving till he reads
Right.
the paper. This ain't
Still gonna get tested every 2 weeks and
Right.
shit.
Oh, shit.
Like what's
Hey,
the
man.
what's the incubation period for this?
What is this right here? It's an ingrown hair. So calm down. All right.
Yeah,
I
just
did
like,
some freaky shit last night.
Like it's a lottery.
My neck portion was parted down there.
boy, goddamn.
I was literally up to my ears in the
Yeah, that
bitch.
nigga's wild.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah, G.
It's calmly how he said it. It wasn't like he said it like it was a joke. He
Nah.
said it like, I'm going to
No,
throw it
no,
out
it was
there.
real
He was
shit.
Like, you know, yeah, I've been
Yeah, it's real
Leon,
shit.
Leon, I've been down with some shit like that
Hey,
before. No,
dog,
don't tap
I
me
didn't-
with that shit. Don't tap me.
He said, hey.
Don't tap me.
Oh,
That's
what
a
the fuck you
one-man
talking about?
rowboat, my nigga.
Hey.
I'm going to swim to shore. You take this boat, you go ahead and
Yeah,
go wherever
for
you
real.
go.
Hey.
Yeah, nigga, I can swim. I'm
Nigga crazy.
Boy,
Hey,
look.
some of the
look.
stories this man had told us, we'd be like, what happened?
Well, I say you don't know the half. Man.
Boy, look at
Hey
him.
man, it's been a pleasure. It's been
Look at
such
him.
a good time. I'm glad that we finally got a chance to
Yeah,
connect
man.
Mr.
and
Rogers.
do this shit right here,
I
man.
come back whenever y'all need
Oh,
me,
man.
man.
Oh,
appreciate
Whenever.
it, my
I
brother.
appreciate
Appreciate
it, man.
I
that.
have fun.
Appreciate
It's
you.
good talk. Good talk.
Hey,
And
man.
to all the Drake fans out there, please don't be mad at me.
Oh, you
man.
already know.
I think Drake is amazing.
That's right.
I just think he's a popular artist. Hip hop.
Right.
What you got coming up, man?
Oh, man, you know, every Wednesday night we do Bartend Doors
Okay.
right down the street from UIC. Me and my man Donsky, we celebrated our 7th year there, man. It's
Oh,
black
nice.
owned.
Dope,
Shout
man.
out to my man Mark. Also working at this black-owned bar. It's called The Exclusive Pour. It's a tequila bourbon bar run by a brother by the name of Shawns and his wife, Nicole.
Okay.
It's black-owned bar. It's on 159th, 6040 West 159th Street.
I've been hearing that a lot.
Oak Forest.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? Giving people an option. Instead of having to go all the way into the city, it's a beautiful spot, man. It's a nice
I'm gonna
spot.
check it out.
You can hold private parties there and everything else. And then just working on this hour special, which I'm hoping to shoot in July, because for all the years I've been doing comedy, I've only did one special. I taped it at the Harold Washington Cultural Center.
Wow.
Right down the street.
Yep, back in the day. So it's time for me to do another one, man.
Expand.
Get out here and try to get some of this Netflix, Tubi. Or,
There you go. Tubi.
Money.
Tubi.
Hell yeah.
I still haven't got into Tubi yet.
Man, y'all know what the fuck you missing.
It's some classic shit on there, boy.
I'm gonna tell you the first movie to watch when you go on Tubi. Sloppy Seconds.
I ain't seen that one.
Oh man, watch it and y'all call me.
I said the first movie.
Matter of fact, all three of y'all watching and do a review on it on this podcast.
Sloppy Seconds.
Sloppy Seconds, G.
Sloppy
That's
Seconds.
on Tubi. It's based out of Detroit. It's one of the greatest
No shit.
bullshit movies ever. You know how a movie be so bad, you be like, I cannot.
Can't stop
Oh,
watching.
absolutely.
Okay, because once you think this guy's the bad guy, somebody else comes along and just trumps all his villainy.
Wow.
This movie is amazing. It's called Sloppy Seconds. Write that. When you watch that, then just hit my line. I got a list of other shit that you can watch. 'Cause I keep track of these shit.
No, my favorite show that I seen was that PPP Long Gone. You seen that one?
All that shit.
Yeah.
What
PPP
the
long.
hell?
Like a nigga shot it with a phone. But the movies be some of the scripts though.
Yeah,
be
we
dope.
right.
Hey,
You're
you know
right.
what? What was it? Money and Violence.
Yeah, like
That was my shit.
some of the scripts be dope, but it's just
Money
like
and Violence was my shit.
this nigga named Charles is playing the lead character.
Right.
Nigga,
And like he
Charles.
supposed to be blind, but he doing shit like
Right.
looking at the camera.
He
It's
driving
fucking
and shit.
hilarious.
Or this nigga dies and then all of a sudden he in the next scene.
See,
Like
right?
this nigga just died.
You ever see that clip or that Tubi movie they show where this dude say, well, since you love him so much, go be with him. He shoot the chick, then he take off running, and they go to a wide shot. So it's supposed to be him running away, but he falls
Yeah.
and fucks himself up for real. But they don't take the camera off.
Yeah.
All the other actors are running over to the lady that got shot because that's the script. But meanwhile, my man done broke his motherfucking
Damn.
ankle. But
Damn.
they don't cut away from it.
Damn.
And you see people helping him up. I'm like,
What the f?
y'all couldn't go small shot?
Right, yeah.
But that's what makes those movies amazing. G. Watch Tubi, support Tubi, man.
Oh man. No man, this has been a good time, man. Sean, what's going on? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Tell
They
the
got-
people they can follow you at, man.
I was about to say Naughty Gras about to pop off. But
Wait, what?
Naughty Gras.
You know the yeah,
sex party?
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
It's Naughty Gras, Freakoween,
Freakoween.
and yeah, that's what I'm telling you. This is a wild nigga, bro. I'm telling you.
And the food party.
This
Like,
nigga got an OnlyFans page. You got to.
You know you
He
should.
got a
I'm
secret.
thinking
He
about
not
it,
using
thinking
his
about
name.
it.
He like
Right.
the Dark Knight or some shit.
That's what we call them.
That's literally
That's
literally it,
what we
nigga. That's literally it.
That's literally what we call this thing. The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight.
Hey,
On all his OnlyFans pages.
Hey,
This is
man.
how he start
this
out.
nigga got the leather mask with the zipper on the mouth and
He got
shit.
the gimp, but it got the Batman ears on top.
what the fuck?
And then this motherfucker paint a little freaky Batman thing on his chest. And he start all his scenes out like he be talking to a female. He's like, let me ask you a question.
Have you ever danced with the devil?
Nope. No, you don't do that one.
What do?
Do you bleed? She be like, not now. Right into the scene.
Next scene.
All the scenes. Let me ask you a question. What is it, Dark Knight? Do you bleed? Well, not until next week.
Thought you weren't born in the dark.
No, then he'll have because then he get into his fetish stuff. He'll have
Oh,
a
my
big
God.
chick, a BBW. She
Oh,
have on the
God.
main mask. You fear the dog. I embrace it.
Oh my
Let
God.
me ask you a question. Do I bleed? I am right now. Unlock this scene for $26.99.
Yeah, no.
Only fair.
Okay, shit.
Dark Knight 7. What's your birth year?
71.
Dark Knight 71. That's his OnlyFans name.
Oh my god.
Oh my
I
god.
bet you his page wild.
Okay,
Dark Knight 70.
Dark Knight 71.
I'm gonna have to go from Jenny Craig to goddamn Victoria's
Hey,
Secret.
man, just you touch everything, so you don't leave nobody out.
No,
I
yeah.
didn't-
Gotta hit all the demographics.
All the demos.
All the
I done seen some things.
Oh my
From the
God.
pasty to the little band-aid on the booty. All
Let
that.
me ask you a question. You got one of the little people in there. She be like, "Yes, Dark Knight. Do you believe
The Wizard
I'm
of
a little
Ooze.
short?" Right.
The Wizard of Ooze.
The name of this one is called Willie Lick My Wonka.
you can find me on Instagram. Channel 9.
Some serious shit. All right, let's get serious. You can find my man on Instagram. But you want some spice in your life, Dark Knight 71 on
Shout out to the
OnlyFans.
beach resort. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Shout out to the beach resort.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Spank you.
Yeah.
We need to have him down on our Hito trip that we do,
Hey,
man, to go do
man.
comedy.
Hey, I'm down.
Oh, yeah.
I got shit right in this motherfucker too. Right, that's what I got the dope book right here. Right, one of my heavens called me right now.
Yeah, look at they watching live.
Yo, we talking about that shit. How he know? How he know who we do? You told me no one would ever find out.
This is a secret society.
Shout out to my man Spanky.
On some
Goddamn.
eyes wide shut type shit.
Oh man. All right,
I
man.
had a good time, man. I appreciate you, brothers.
appreciate
Yeah,
Y'all
man, cut
keep
that shit
doing,
off, nigga.
y'all keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah. Hey man.
What does bat symbol look like when they put it up in the sky? Like
just
two
be an
titties.
Right. 2 J's with a pussy in the middle.
They need me.
They just call me Splat Man.
They need me.
Oh my god.
This guy.
Yeah, man. 914 Media Group. Rail the producer 914, both on Instagram.
Holy flying vaginas, Dark Man. Stay here, Robin. This is out of your league.
Right.
Who would be my arch enemy though?
Any bitch that don't want to give you none.
Oh, damn.
No, I'm sorry, Dark Man. Sorry's not an answer.
It'll be his damn Planned Parenthood.
Wait. Hey.
Hey, this is insane. Hey, this is insane.
Get out of the way. Why are you standing in front? Let me get her inside. This has to happen now.
Right.
My arch enemy could be Planned
This nigga ain't got
B.
no Batmobile. He got the motherfucking the white passenger raper van and shit. You got the homie the clown van and shit.
Oh
All right.
man.
Okay, we'll stop. Let's stop. Let's stop.
These guys. See how they treat me, you know what I'm saying?
Hey man.
Hey, you did it to yourself with the popsicles,
Now,
nigga.
every time I
Pause.
see this,
Pause.
every time I see this nigga, dog, I don't give a fuck. We can be at somebody's funeral. Be like, hey,
Do you
Dark,
believe?
do you believe?
First,
She dead, Dark Knight, goddamn. Oh, that's another scene. Unlock it for $52.
first the pudding pops, now me. Goddamn it.
All right, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. This motherfucking Easily Offended podcast, man. I hope y'all guys didn't get easily offended. I'm your boy L Boogie, class of 1979.
Yeah.
Big shout out to our man Leon Rogers. Thank you all for following through,
The
my man.
motherfucking Destin,
Oh,
the
my God.
Destin legend,
Destin
nigga.
You
Levis.
understand me?
Oh my God. Hey man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. God bless y'all.
This shit gonna
Tune
get
in.
flagged.
Man.
Okay, we done.
This is the last pod we ever gonna have.
Well, goddamn. Well, goddamn.
That nigga shit, man. Look here, man. Calm than a motherfucker too. Yeah, you know, I've been a few
Hey.
minutes.
Hey, man.
Like, share, comment. We out, man. Peace.